This is a Headgum podcast.
I was expecting like 4 of my friends and my parents to buy the game, and that would have been awesome. So no, the entire past year has been a series of crazy events. This was solo developer Local Thunk reflecting on the unexpected success of his indie game, Balatro. On February 20th, 2024, the pseudonymous Local Thunk unceremoniously released Balatro, a deck-building roguelite that remixed the rules of poker in a soothe-core aesthetic, on the Steam store. With vibes aided by a looping chill-wave score by composer Louis F., the ingeniously addictive design would become one of the breakout hits of 2024, selling over 3 million copies by year's end and winning Independent Game of the Year at the Game Awards. In Balatro, a core gameplay mechanic involves collecting and utilizing jokers, wild cards that alter the rules of a run and in so doing, guide the player's deck-building strategy. And while many might reasonably assume Balatro is one of those made-up video game words like Refantasio or Revengeance or Undiscovery, it's in fact a brilliantly fitting name with historical origins. Because Balatro was the term for a jester, or joker if you will, in ancient Rome. No doubt Julius Caesar and his grandnephew Augustus Caesar were amused by the jokes and japes of Balatros in their imperial courts, where they also gorged until they puked and then fucked everyone. In 1959, partners Mike and Marian Illich opened a Detroit-area pizza parlor that's the namesake of both the last Roman dictator and the first Roman emperor. Its mascot would become a diminutive simulacrum of toga-clad Roman rulers with signature catchphrase, Pizza Pizza, no relation to the Canadian chain of the same name. The company's success led to a footprint as sprawling as the Roman Empire itself, and today it has grown to the third largest pizza chain by sales in America. In 2024, mere weeks after the release of Balatro, the chain debuted Crazy Puffs, cheesy, saucy bites with a form factor of cupcakes, and the once limited-time offering has since become a regular menu item. Balatro seems set to be a time-sync fixture on smartphones and Steam Decks for the foreseeable future. But will the Crazy Puffs sold at the Roman pastiche pizza pie purveyor have similar staying power? This week on Doughboys, we return, once again, to Little Caesars. Welcome to Doughboys, the podcast about chain restaurants. I'm Nick Weiger, along with my co-host, Obi-10-1 Kenobi, the Spoon Man Mike Mitchell.
Oh, 10-1.
Yeah.
A good day for that roast.
A roast for Mitch's tendency to delay production with long bathroom trips.
Tendency to delay production.
I mean, perhaps our guest can speak to that. Let's make Theme Park Month happen and also come to North Carolina. Andrew from Charlotte, roastedbirdfuck.com.
Not going to North Carolina anymore.
Why not?
After that shit. Actually, it's not that bad.
That was not that bad.
Yeah, he wasn't making fun of me too much.
Yeah. Like you could have been like Obi 1-inch Dick Kenobi or something like that, you know? No, that would have been more insulting.
I'm glad you explored where it could have gone.
Right.
Petey Pablo at the Oakwood while I lived there.
Petey Pablo.
North Carolina, come on and rise up.
Okay, that's
Take your
fun.
shirt off and spin it around your head like a helicopter.
I know that. I've heard take your shirt off and spin around your head, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know the artist.
Petey Pablo, yes. Did you ever take your shirt off and spin around your head like a helicopter? My guess is no.
I think I've done that as a little boy, probably, for fun. It's like a fun little kid thing, but not as an adult.
It is a fun, yeah. No.
That's like a frat guy thing, I feel like.
Yeah. That's a lot of frat guys how actually, like, that's how a lot of frat accidents happen. They like spin their shirt over their head and they fly off.
Go into the sun.
Go into the sun.
Oh man, Chibo, so sad.
We miss you,
fucking
Chibo.
Doing cake stands. Then he took his shirt off and waved it around his head. Helicoptered up in the sun. Fuck, man.
We miss you, Chibo.
We lose a pledge every year to this. CGAP's numbers are dwindling.
Yeah, Petey Pablo is fucking. He's hurt a lot of people. Why? It's a lot of chaos this morning.
A lot of chaos, Mitch. Happy Chew Year. This is
Happy
the first
Chew Year.
Doughboys mainline episode of
for the first one.
2025. What a guest. We're very, very happy. We're recording this in December.
Happy Chew Year.
Happy Chew Year. We're recording this in December of 2024 on the day of the Headgum holiday party. And I gotta say, I have never seen this many people in the office.
No,
it's crazy how many people actually work here when people like show up.
There's so many people here doing the job of putting up balloons. And Wags, we'll get to it, but the Headgum hunks already threw me. I'm already fucking pissed off.
Yeah.
We ordered Little Caesars, which I like. You and I like.
We like Little Caesars.
We like Little Caesars.
The pizza of the working class. We'll talk about it.
Emma and I were saying this in the other room. We were like, we got a bunch of leftover pizza. It's going to be great because the Headgum holiday party is tonight.
That's right.
And we can eat some pizza after we've had a couple drinks. I come in here, Emma's like, the hunks took all the pizza.
There's a table full of hunks that is in your eye line. You can watch them, and they're all sitting out there at what's ostensibly a workstation. They're all just chowing down on the pizza that we ordered.
Yes, it's so, and my blood is boiling.
It also came about like all the hunks were like, "Oh, none of us have ever had it. It's crazy."
Yes, which is insane that none of them ever had it. They're all
damn. I miss Chibo.
Tonight's party is dedicated to Chibo. They never had Little Caesars. They're all eating it in my direct eye line. It's bad. And also, you said this great thing is that they're gonna maybe have to take a shit for the first time that they've never been here.
Never shit at the offices before.
Yeah.
Now they can finally discover the horrors of the Headgum Echo toilet.
You said a couple of things that were funny, and I forgot them. That was one of them.
That's all right.
But also, no, it's not all right. I should remember. And then
we'll say more funny things on the podcast.
Here's the other thing though too is that they just ate lunch. They just got their lunch delivered.
Yeah, got that hunk metabolism.
This fucking place.
Yeah.
We also said we'd close the curtains, and you said no, keep them open.
No, I want to keep them open.
Good point.
And so Amelia went and asked for a slice. And now I feel like
on your behalf,
on my behalf, I wanted one slice of Detroit. So this is what this is right here. And then like came in here and like visibly gave me the slice that I just put on the. So all the hunks know. Like I said, it's like the fat kid asking for another piece of cake.
Yeah, she walked in like she was like presenting like a scepter to a lord, just like holding it aloft. Yeah, like here you are, sire. Ugh. And they all fucking saw it. They were watching it happen.
All the hunks saw it. I also like that our guest was like, "Those are hunks." Fuck yeah.
I guess he's very hunky.
Yeah, he's a fucking alpha hunk. Yeah. Fuck these other fucking. He would never be friends with Chibo.
Mitch, I do want to get to our guest, and I want to get to the drop, but I have one other thing I want to bring up top. So I've been dealing with orofacial pain. I've been dealing with my jaw. It's all fucked up, but you maybe have heard it a couple times while we were eating that, you know, it pops out of socket on the right side. So I saw an
not fun to witness for me. I feel bad for you when I see it happen.
I saw thanks, buddy. I saw an orofacial pain specialist yesterday. I want to shout out Snoopy Blah in the Discord who recommended someone with that specialty. And as part of it, my mouth got measured. And I actually have this device here that was invented by Dr. Hershinger, who I saw. This is the Gentle Jaw. And he measured my mouth and said it was in the top 1% of mouth sizes.
Wow.
And so I have the Gentle Jaw here. This is like a mouth stretching device. And
you're trying to make your jaw bigger?
No, well, here's what I'm going to say. This is the largest of the 3 sizes available. And I will go to the largest setting here. Not all the way open.
Wow.
I go even bigger. Yeah, isn't that crazy? He said it was one of the top 10 biggest mouths he's seen in his career. He was a guy who went to dental school in the 80s.
Guinness Book of World Records or something?
I wonder.
This is why we're the Doughboys, baby.
I know. It's born to eat. Born to eat, born to talk.
You do have a fucking big mouth. I
do
agree
have a big
with
old
that
mouth,
shit.
yeah.
Never shut the fuck up.
Or is it the other way? It's the other way.
So this device will stop you from going down on yourself? Is that what I have?
Like a Hannibal Lecter
mask. Also, Wags, it's a new year. We can say come again. I just want everyone to know that.
Yeah. Last year, our resolution, which we held to.
Yeah, we held to. We
didn't
say come a single time last year.
No, we didn't. It was great.
Our guest is mortified, doesn't know what podcast he's on. Wise, I've also gone through as some health stuff this last year, which actually our guest and you both know about.
Yeah. And
then I'm taking this drug right now, and I forgot it on the day of the record. But I think that possibly all my, my dizziness and my brain fog was secretly migraines that weren't showing up as headaches. So I'm taking this drug.
Wow.
We're not to push drugs, but I'm taking Qulipta. and I forgot it, and Amelia had to go back to my house and get it because we thought I might as well have a good record day
Very
today.
nice of her to do that.
Extremely nice, yeah.
She also sent over some pics of Wally and Irma.
She did. That was very
over there,
cute. She
which was
FaceTimed
nice.
us with Wally and Irma. Irma came up and said hello. Wally was a little bit scared. He was on the stairs saying hi.
Wait, so Amelia today went to get you your medicine and a piece of pizza.
Amelia's really a mumia.
I was gonna say she's being a good babysitter.
It's earning that Christmas bonus today.
Yeah, she certainly is.
Yeah.
Which sadly the Christmas bonus was the leftover pizza.
Yeah.
Wow. What a start to the day.
What a start to the day, and Mitch, what a start to the podcast, because we have the winner.
That dude just threw that last of his slice in the trash. I saw it.
A single nibble taken out of a corner. This won't do for me.
And carry his salad out the door.
You're taking your medicine right now. You're taking a little sip of liquid death as you do so. We had the drop off with the Drop King Robert Persinger as one of the judges, along with Emma and Casey and Amelia and you and I, to pick the.
I got a pitch.
Yeah.
Liquid Death. They should come out with a line called Solid Death. Popsicles.
Kind of following the
Water popsicles?
Yeah.
Flavored ones,
Ice cubes?
maybe.
flavored water. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. I like this, Mitch. I like this bit.
Thank you, Wags.
It's very Metal Gear. We have Liquid Snake and Solid Snake, so I think that's
You did
fun.
hold up plain
maybe
water.
what?
You did hold up plain water and said solid death. So it would just be an ice cube.
They go after the Headgum hunks a little too much for you. Choose your fucking side, Casey. God. This gives me a little bit of tummy troubles. Is the only issue. This
okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Little Caesars will help. We had the drop off as our final Patreon episode of 2024, where we picked a winner of a bunch of users. There's a baker's dozen of listener submitted drops. Great drops all around. But we picked the best of all as our winner. That was the winner of the drop off, and that will be played whenever you cue it up.
What the fuck? Howdy ho to Spoon Nation. Emma, hit him with the drop.
Mitch, at some point, did your mom hold up a spoonful that didn't have a pecan on it? And she was like, no pecan, no pecan, no pecan.
Wags? I got news for you.
Ooh, exciting.
I feels like shit. Because last night, I choked on a Cheez-It. I choked on a Cheez-It. I was choking on a Cheez-It. I choked on a Cheez-It.
No pecan.
I choked on a Cheez-It. I was choking on a Cheez-It. I choked on a Cheez-It.
No pecan.
I feel like it's in my, what's it called? My sinuses.
Oh, I thought you were trying to think of the word for throat.
I don't remember you making fun of me at the end of
Wait,
it.
I don't either.
Did we cut it off during the drop
Did it
off?
get cut off by StreamYard or something?
I don't think it would have won.
I liked it. Wow, a great drop and a fitting winner of the drop off.
I'd say a very fitting winner, except, again, I don't like the ending there. Hey, Doughboys, Kenny here. I made the Dead Man's Hole drop. I
That's
occasionally
right.
save random clips of Doughboys when I hear rhythms or melodies in a funny phrase you say. These were two of my favorites, so I mashed them up. This is definitely not as good as Dead Man's Hole, but I hope you still enjoy it. By the way, check out my remix on the Duts Remix album, and shout out to Alex B. in Massachusetts. That's Kenny Gray.
Wow. Kenny, nice work. And we all have our own self-assessment as creatives of our own output. But I think there's something that Dead Man's Hole did not win the drop-off. That was a previous drop-off.
A great drop.
A great drop. This entry to the drop-off ends up taking the crown. So congratulations, Kenny. You outdone yourself.
It was just funny that there was what are those things where like like when you stack them up outside of buildings to work on
Bricks?
Scaffolding?
scaffolding.
Okay.
I'm not that dumb. Bricks. I just forgot scaffolding for a second. But it was very funny. They were there's like you said, the most people you've ever seen in here. A lot of guys.
Yeah.
And then I just saw this poor woman by herself moving the scaffolding. What the fuck is wrong with you, Headgum? God damn it. Anyways, There she's back. Oh, Marty, maybe Marty was at the front of it. Or maybe Marty was just yelling at her and telling her where to put it. All right, here we go.
Our guest today, an actor and comedian.
Wow.
From season 2 of Twisted Metal, coming
That's
soon
right.
to Peacock, Johnno Wilson is here. Hi, Johnno.
Oh, hey guys, I'm so happy to be here.
Thanks.
man.
My God.
Thanks so much for making time for us.
I mean, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
It was 15. It was like 15. I told you, like, we'll talk for 5 minutes. It was like 15
We talked for a
minutes.
while.
That's okay. It was fun to listen to. You were both being very funny.
Oh, God bless.
I got here by taking my shirt off and helicoptering it to the studio. I do remember being on the East Coast and taking my shirt off in bars and whipping it around my head. When I was
Wow.
like 21,
Yeah, sure.
22.
See, I would have
That's a
got.
college
I feel like
age
if I took my shirt off in the bar, which I never would do, because I would be
I
self-conscious.
could see you really winning the bar over by doing that.
I think so,
it's
on
a
the East
possibility.
Coast, not on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Because I did it when I got to the West Coast too. So I guess I was like 27. Nobody liked it.
I think that I would be kicked out of a bar for doing that more so. I feel like I would get the boot. You too, if you took your shirt off.
No, yeah, I know. People would think something was going on.
Yeah, 100%.
What's the guy up to?
I think those hunks do it.
Yeah,
They still do it.
they
They
100%
still do
do it. They 100% do it.
Johnny, you mentioned the East Coast. You grew up in Massachusetts like the Spoon Man. That's correct?
Yes, I did. But he's Quincy, which
Yeah.
is like real. It's like close to Boston. It's real Boston. I grew up in Shrewsbury, which is like honestly, I was just like a yuppie little shit.
Where is Shrewsbury geographically?
Central Massachusetts.
Central Mass. Okay, so not
You're
all the way
being
to
hard on
Western
yourself.
Mass.
I'm
where
not
it's
being
also
hard on myself.
rural, Yeah.
Well, this is why I never want to tell people that I'm from Boston
Sure.
because it's not Boston
Right.
at all. You know, it's a
I
little.
always would say I'm from Quincy, Mass. I'd be like, I'm
Yeah.
from Quincy, Mass. And then they'd be like, where is that? I was like, outside of, like, slightly outside of Boston. And then one time someone was like, where are you from? I was like, Boston. And it was a guy from Massachusetts. He's like, we're from in Boston. I was like, Quincy. He's like, that's not Boston. And I was like, where are you from? And he was from like Western Mass. I was like, you can't say that to me.
Don't
Shut the
call
fuck
me
up.
out. I'm closer than you.
Yeah. Like, I was also like, I wasn't repping that. I was like one of the few times I said it. And I was like, ugh.
Yeah, you're just being a little lazy geographically.
Yes.
We all
Which
do
is
that.
fine.
We all use that
Which is
sort
true.
of
I was
shorthand,
born
though.
in Boston, Massachusetts. Is that not enough for you, you piece of shit? This guy from 20 years ago
You're
that I don't
still mad at.
The guy I'm still mad at. Just like I'll be mad at this in 20 years on probably my deathbed.
They took all the Little Caesars leftovers.
Hopefully you two are there. You're in now.
Yeah, if we don't die first.
That's not gonna happen.
Wait, you want us at your deathbed? Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying? Okay, I'll be there.
All right. Yeah, well, I'll be there.
I'm going first between the three of us. Me first.
I don't know.
Because you want the attention.
I want the attention a little.
Okay,
Like
so-
if you got really sick, I'd be like, too bad. Bang.
You'd show up to his deathbed with a gun.
Guess what?
Be like, guess what? This is my deathbed. Bang.
It'd be like Mitch was so distraught over his sick co-host that he couldn't take living anymore, and that'd be like that was the sad part of the story. I'm like,
Right.
I'm fucking dying over here.
Yeah.
Throw me a bone.
They put you in a straitjacket when you're like, he wanted the attention.
Okay, so you grew up in Massachusetts. You know, we obviously talk about whatever bullshit. We are primarily a food podcast. Do you have any food memories?
And the shrews. Did
Oh,
anyone ever
yeah.
call it the shrews?
Nobody ever called it that. My mom really didn't like to cook much, so we would get a lot of great food from a Greek pizzeria called Shrewsbury Pizzeria.
Wow.
In the
Still
center
open?
of town. I actually don't know.
I hope so.
I hope so too,
Yeah.
because it was great. It
Greek
was
pizza.
great.
Yeah, Greek pizza, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Greek pizza, funny enough, kind of has the texture. And we got. Look, I'm gonna just give a spoiler alert. We got a most bestest cheese pizza.
Yeah.
And kind of has the similar vibe to
Yeah.
Greek pizza.
Yeah.
Which is like buttery crust, kind of like almost like like the bottom of it is like very like a bunch of holes. You know what I mean? Like it's like
Yes.
very like a.
You know, it's funny you mention that. Like, how often you remember? Like, they would have big crusted bubbles on the pizza. I like never see that
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah. I know,
Where do
a
those
big
go?
bubble. I don't
What
know.
happened to the bubbles?
What happened to the bubbles?
I like the bubbles. You bite into it, it's empty.
I think it's fun.
I feel
I
like
think it's fun.
everyone's like got really into the cuppy pepperoni, and the pepperoni cups had this resurgence. But I think people forgot about the bubbles.
Yeah.
Bubbles are fun too.
It's a shame.
Dave Portnoy's just ruined pizza in America.
How so?
Should we go after Dave Portnoy? Seems like a good battle to pick. I think that there's there's all sorts of fun styles of pizza.
Yeah.
And like a big airy bubbles in the pizza. I think that's fun.
Yeah.
I think people don't I think now there's like some pizza snobs that if you got bubbles on your pizza, they're like, ugh, I don't like the bubbles. They're fun.
Screw them.
They're fun.
They're fun.
Yeah, they're
Mitch,
fun.
You don't want an old bubble pizza. Don't get me wrong.
No. But there's like 1 or 2 bubbles and you get one of your slices.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's fun.
Are you gonna eat that slice now? Because now I'm just kind of looking
It's got
at
to
it.
be
like,
freezing
No,
cold.
you don't get the fucking slice.
I'm not saying that I'm gonna eat it. I'm just saying, like, is it gonna just sit there untouched? You're gonna have it at some point.
I'm gonna have it at some point. You're gonna unhinge your jaw and fucking swallow it.
That's actually a question I had. What is that thing supposed to do for your jaw?
So, well, for
is it just to help you show off how big your mouth
No.
is?
for people in the
You're a
ordinary
podcaster. You're gonna want to take this.
for people in the ordinary ranges of mouth size, it could like stretch your mouth. So for instance, like I've got this is the big size, this is the big boy.
Yeah.
But it also has a a small, here's a small size.
Can I try the small out?
And then a medium. Yeah, you can try the small size. There you
So
go.
what do I just put it in my mouth?
Yeah, you just kind of put it in your mouth. So the part without the ridges goes on your bottom teeth. So put that in your bottom teeth first, and then just find the right opening, and you can sort of situate it there. And yeah, the idea is that
What's the right opening? Like tense or like as far open as you can go?
pretty far open, because the idea is to like kind of stretch the muscles of.
As I sit
Of
with
your
that in my
jaw.
mouth, it is like, oh, this is like I
Yeah.
mean, it's not stretched. This is the smallest one.
Do you want the medium?
Oh God, the smallest one again. All right, let me try the medium.
Okay, great.
I was gonna say, John, do you want to
stretches it
try it?
out.
But maybe
Yeah, so
this is gross.
The idea is, but
Well,
you just do
we did a lot of stuff on
we
set.
did do a lot
in
of
the
stuff
show.
on set. There is we can't.
No spoiler alerts.
It's funny because we can't even really talk about who you are in the show.
No, I don't even
No.
know if you're supposed to say I'm on the show.
We can say that you're on.
Yeah,
the show.
say
okay,
it, right?
all right.
I
yeah,
think so.
Are you gonna get in trouble?
Oh, come
I
on.
don't think
I'm
so.
not gonna get in trouble for saying you're on the show.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I'll text the showrunner during this show, and we'll see what happens.
Okay,
Yeah, okay.
But we had a lot of fun. I'll say this. Well, go on. We'll go on with this
Yes,
first.
yes. So the
Yeah.
idea is that you do like a 30-second set, and it just kind of like stretches and strengthens the muscles of, of your jaw, the 4 muscles that comprise, like the opening and closing of your jaw, and then that over time, Mitch is demonstrating it right now for audio listeners. Over
For
time,
some
that-
reason, this looks like the laziest usage of his eyes are just dead as he does it.
but over time, it can resolve some of like similar to the issues that I have or other issues people have just by having, it's kind of like physical therapy for your jaw.
It's like
Well, the
stretching
reason-
after you work out.
Exactly.
The
yeah.
reason I ask is because my fiance, who when this comes out, she will be my wife.
Wow!
Congratulations.
Yeah,
How
congrats.
about that? How about that?
I asked Johnno to do a bit in we wish you a silly spoof, miss.
Right.
A show at used to be at UCB, now is at Elysian Theater.
Yeah, but Neil Campbell and Paul Rust and Michael Daniel Cassidy host the show. Always a lot of fun every year.
It will be over at this point, anyways. But
Yeah.
I asked Johnno to do it, and I did a thing. I did my bit was I saw Santa shooting Ozempic standing on my bathroom scale last night, and at the end, I was gonna have Johnno come out in a Santa suit with no shirt on, just like this jacket,
You
and
want
go.
to say my line?
And this is why I'm so sad. Go ahead, say your line.
Ho ho hunk. I feel great.
How good is that?
That's good.
It would have been fucking great.
But I'll be in Santa Barbara for my wedding, so
And then you did offer. You said, should I push the wedding or and I said yes. Please cancel the wedding, whatever you have to do. But we love Annalisa. She's great. She's
great, but-
what a duo you guys.
But this
are.
is what I was gonna say. So she has problems with her jaw too. And when she was still auditioning, we were doing an audition once, and at the end of the audition, she had to go, like, she sees something and she has to act surprised, and she's like, and runs off.
Yeah.
And so we finished it, and like at the end of the scene, and she goes and runs off, and I was like, all right, that was good. Let's just try it one more time. And she's like, and I was like, what? What? And she was just like, and her jaw had dislocated.
Yeah.
And it was so terrifying. And honestly, like, I'm usually not a man, very manly, to be honest. But I stepped it up. I found out where the closest hospital was and took her there. But like, her mouth was just locked.
Yeah.
And they had to go in, they gave her some drugs and just crack the thing back into place. Yeah.
Oh,
that's
my God.
awful.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. What a nightmare.
Yeah. So I might invest in one of those.
Yeah, I mean, it's I found it.
Is that a wedding gift?
So you don't cause me any more trouble.
I hate being manly. I laughed when you did that because you're like, oh, and you did a very good job doing that. But also, I also laughed at you being like, okay, that was good, but let's do another take. your thing before, you were very much in an audition, like a helper of audition mode.
Yeah, right.
I've said before that like the most, like the work, like I feel like the meanest I've ever been to my mom is during audition. Like I hate. Auditioning is a horrible process a lot of the time. And
That's
then,
become more, and we've talked about the podcast, and Johnno, you've certainly experienced this too as a working actor. It's a process that became more degrading because things moved towards having to self-tape. You used to go into a place to audition in person. Now it's like, hey, shoot a video on your own, and we have expectations for it to be at a certain level of audio and visual quality, and also you're going to have to find someone that, some unpaid labor, some family member or friend to read against you, to read the other lines.
Yes.
So it's a whole fucking
thing. And then
thing.
you just send it out to the void. You don't get to see
no one
like
watches
their
it.
reactions
Right.
or anything like that.
No one watches it all. And I told you that when my mom, I've said this on the podcast before, but when I'm auditioning and I do a line, like I say a line correct, basically, just get the lines right and do it maybe decent, my mom goes, and I go, Ma, you can't do that. And she'll go, I just will nod, and I'm like, every time during the thing, I'm like, you can't do that. It's like distracting. I'm looking at you do it.
It's adorable.
It's sweet.
It's
sweet.
Extremely sweet. It's in everyone I've talked to before. I'm like, oh, the people I love the most, I'll do auditions with them, and then be it's the angriest I'll get. It's not. Yeah. This is all the angriest I've been at you. I will never get angry at my mom that way, of course.
Wait,
but
really?
The way I got angry at you?
You've never been as angry at your mom as you have been at me? Is that true?
I mean, maybe once or twice. Like as a teenager, and then she chokeslammed my ass, and that was over with.
My mom spanked me so hard once I went flying up in the air and landed on the ground, and my brother started crying. Wow. The pain from my ass went into my brother. I was on the ground, and he was, no!
Your wife also has, or your wife to be has
my wife now, yeah.
Well, your wife now,
yeah,
has a podcast. She's a podcaster.
Yeah, she does.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gotta have her on.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Want to plug the pod?
Yeah, I'd love to plug it. It's called the Big Names Podcast.
The Big Names Podcast. Wow.
Annalisa Vanderpool and Christy Carlson Romano.
Wow.
Big names.
Those are big names.
Big names.
Who I met also. I met your wife up in Toronto, Canada.
Toronto, Canada. Yeah.
They ever do an episode on Boutros Ghali? It's a pretty big name.
I don't think so. Who's Boutros?
Former UN Secretary General.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. I like that you gave him the nice follow-up. Who is that? Oh, it's some guy no one really knows? Cool.
Some guy smart people know? Oh, awesome. Great. Thanks for making me feel dumb.
Wait, you did go to Georgetown.
Yeah, I did, but I don't feel like I really learned much.
Okay. But did you have...
The Exorcist Stairs.
The Exorcist Stairs,
yeah. You must have seen them in person.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Bunch. Ran up a couple times.
Whoa, that's cool.
Wow.
Yeah. They're not as close to the house as it looks in the movie.
Yeah, that's cinema.
They're about 30 yards away.
They cheated it a little bit.
But there's no way the priest fell down those stairs.
Right.
That demon maybe launched him.
That's true. That's
the
true.
demon could have launched him quite a bit.
Yeah, and they didn't want to show that because it could have been all the tension it built, and then you're just laughing at him going,
What's the demon's name in that? It's Mr. Howdy is right, but
Oh, yeah.
I think it's
Oh yeah, right.
Man,
The,
scary
the
movie.
actual name of the guy, the
It's Pazuzu.
Pazuzu is the demon. That's his name. Ooh,
Don't say it
I
out
know,
loud.
I know.
Don't
I
say it
know.
out loud.
I
Your
hate-
house is going to get haunted
Don't
again.
say that. Which is now the cure. Now hopefully this is the cure. It's crazy that it was headache and I was dizzy. There's a lot going on. It was
Right.
crazy.
Yeah.
Also, if I was possessed, I bet you even my possessed body wouldn't want to go up those stairs at Georgetown. Fuck this.
You're like eating more pea soup.
My demon just goes to hell. He
Yeah.
just gives up. I was up in Toronto. I was dealing with some stuff. I filled Johnno in. So Johnno and I met through Haley Joel Osment.
Yes.
He put us together on a text chain. He
Yes.
said, "My buddy Johnno here he's going up to Canada." I just want to say that I just completely I even realized that this was crazy at the time.
Yeah.
But I didn't even know Johnno, and I was like, Toronto fucking sucks. Like
It was his first text message to me. It's like, hey, man, nice to meet you. Just so you know, Toronto fucking sucks. I was like, great to meet you, too. Can't wait to see you this weekend.
So you immediately got the real Mitch. You
Yeah,
just
yeah,
right
yeah.
away. Yeah,
And then-
that's. I think you were in a bad. Like you warmed up to Toronto, but at first you were pretty sour on the city because I think you were having a tough time.
I was having a tough time.
I
But
feel like we had a good time.
we had a great time.
Yeah. But he followed it
Partially-
up with saying, honestly, usually I'm a very positive guy.
Not with you, I'm pretty positive.
I don't know. Is your experience with Mitch that he's pretty positive?
I mean, apart from his, his own feelings about his own acting, the locations we had to shoot at, some of the food we had to eat. Yeah, he's a pretty positive guy.
A lot of movies and TV.
A lot of movies and TV. Yeah.
I'm critical in a way. I'm critical of my own acting. Oh,
Most people.
yeah, sure. You do a lot of self-criticism, but you were up in
Yeah.
Toronto. You did have a nice time.
We had a blast.
I
We had a
had
blast.
some
We had a
lovely
blast.
food in the brief time I was up there when we were doing Toronto.
You talked to Johnno for about 5 seconds the night of the show.
We didn't have a
a
lot of
busy
time.
night.
We didn't have a lot of time
It's a
to
busy
connect.
night.
But
Yeah.
You kind of did just, you kind of wandered away. Not to
I said, wait, though, hold on a second.
He's trying to say that you big timed me.
I did not big time.
He didn't
I did not
big-
big time. anyone.
It's impossible for him to big time you. I was like, the Twisted Metal crew is here. You're like, hello, everyone. And then you kind of just.
It was Mitch. It was
You
literally
went
like
up the stairs at
18
your
people.
It was a
castle.
lot of people.
18 people I was meeting for the first time.
Yeah.
And so it was like a lot of like, oh, hey, how's it going? Hey, nice to. And I also was like in the middle of like eating my post-show meal. So like there was a little bit of that too.
I want you to
Wanna get back to my bad
impress
self.
every one of those people. Take out your mouth thing, put it in, show them.
Hi, I'm Weiger. Check this out. Cool. Mitch is my friend.
The live show was great. I had
Thank
a
you so
blast
much.
at
Thank you
that
so much
show.
for watching.
Yeah, it was so fun.
I was very happy to.
We did have a nice conversation. I
Yeah.
remember telling you, Mitch. I was like, oh, Johnno's such a great guy.
Annalisa was there as well.
Yes, she was.
Oh, wow. That's
Yes, she
awesome.
was.
Oh, did you?
You didn't remember? You don't remember her?
I don't remember.
No, okay.
Did I meet Annalisa?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I think so.
Okay.
Maybe you didn't.
Maybe I didn't.
No.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
don't
say you didn't.
I'll say we didn't.
You'll have her on the podcast.
Yeah,
We will for sure.
exactly. Yeah, 100%.
I'm trying to think of other big names. Anyway, you were up in Toronto. You had a good time.
I had a blast.
You had some great food, and I had some
Yes.
great food in the limited time I was in the city.
Yes.
Any food memories of Toronto?
I mean, I know that you've already talked about Lee Restaurant.
Yes.
Several times.
It's great.
Mhm.
Loved Lee.
I got a long name. John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith.
I got one. Do you remember this? Ricky Tiki Tembo, No Sa Rembo,
Oh,
Chari
yeah.
Barucci, Pip Perry Pembo.
Yeah, I do. I'm
Yeah.
amazed you
Do
could
you remember
recite
that?
the whole thing. I do remember that. I had that book.
Love that book.
Yeah, good book.
It's actually a pretty messed up book.
I don't remember what happens in it.
It's basically two brothers go to a well, and one of the kids falls in, and the other kid, the Ricky Tiki Tembo, goes in, and so the kid goes back to his mom, and he's like, "Mom, Ricky Tiki Tembo, No Sa Rembo, Chari Barucci, Pip Perry Pembo just fell down the well," and she's like, she doesn't care.
Yeah.
That is fucked up. Also, us saying Pazuzu and you saying that makes me feel like there's big curse energy in here right now. Ricky Tiki Tembo, I can't even do it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Did you audition for the Ricky Tiki Tembo movie? How did you do that?
I think we read the book a lot when I was a little kid, and I
Oh,
always
yeah.
thought it was a melodic name.
I was a Goosebumps boy.
Loved Goosebumps.
I was in a Goosebumps fan club in the basement of a bookstore.
That's fun.
Oh, that
it's
is
kind
fun.
of a little weird.
Creepy. You had
Yeah.
your own little "Are You Afraid of the Dark"
That-
situation going on.
It kind of was.
Yeah.
And an adult was there, but you know.
I join it now. Hey, buddy. Check my mouth.
Errol Stein this is good stuff. I saw him at New York Comic Con when the Birthday Boys were there.
Wow.
Mhm.
Oh.
Mhm.
Okay, so you had Lee Restaurant. Any other favorites?
Lee Restaurant. There was an Asian restaurant we went to. Do you remember that place where
Yes.
we had like a 10-course meal or something? That
Oh,
place
wow.
was so good.
Oh,
And we were
man.
eating, and it was like us at the end of the table, and then a couple other guys, but mostly girls. And we were like, both of us were kind of holding back on the first couple
Yeah.
dishes because
Right.
we're like, we don't want to just eat everything and leave nothing for anybody else.
But then
But then there was like too much food.
There was too much.
You just got to go for
and
it.
why?
We
It
just
was like
went
the
for it.
perfect. We were kind of heroes in a
Yeah,
way.
yeah, because we really cleaned up.
We cleaned up the
Yeah.
closer, as I call it, in a
Yeah,
meal. I
that's
used
right.
to call my sister the closer. She got mad at me. But like, if you come in and you close out a meal, sometimes people are like, "Yeah, like
Yeah.
That's good. It's a
Yeah.
good thing."
Emma, do you remember the name of the Filipino restaurant Mars took us to? I can't remember the name of
Just
it.
trying
But
to one-up
Tanuno.
us.
Tanuno, yes,
Yeah.
thank you, Tanuno. But Tanuno was like another communal dining experience. So there's just like so much food.
Yeah.
And I did at a certain point feel challenged. We didn't finish everything, but we
No,
did have
we'll find out.
leftovers.
Name of
Mars
this
took it home
restaurant.
now.
We can.
Because I do want to
can-
shout it out. It was good.
But
And
you,
we
do-
also-
you reach a certain point where you're just like, here we go, and you're just like picking
Yeah.
up pieces of food to just try to clear the table off.
We probably went to Hemingway's the most of any place, which is just a fine,
Yes.
a fine,
Just
little,
a pub.
a pub.
But that's important to have. Like you kind of have
yeah.
your home base, but this place will get the job done. You know.
Mimi Chinese. M-I-M-I.
You found that
wow.
very quickly. That was impressive.
It was impressive.
Thank you. Ho ho hunk.
Oh, so to finish that story, I had to ask Dutton instead.
Wait, Dutton's doing it?
Dutton's doing it, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, I love Dutz, and,
Yeah.
and Dutton is doing. I mean, I now feel bad. He said to me, he said, "I'm not the type of guy who to do this. You got to get Stanger or something. You're gonna play. You're a cunk. Come on. Like it will work. Great.
Yeah, Dutton's honky.
Yeah, he's hunky. It will
Yeah.
be great. He's gonna have a beard on. It's be fine.
It'll be great.
Yeah, but I mean, you heard the read.
Yeah, now you told everyone that Dutton was your second choice after he publicly did you a favor.
He didn't even want the role. He's doing it. It's a nice gesture.
He's helping me out. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a great
Love
guy.
Dutch.
I love the guy.
He's cool as hell.
Mm.
Okay, so I also read that you're something of a linksman. You've golfed.
Yes, I love to.
Do you continue to golf?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm not a
Are you
golfer.
sad? But you're a Linksman. Well, you love Link
I do
from
love- yeah.
Legend of Zelda.
I thought you were going to say sausage links.
Oh, well,
That
that's
too.
also true.
Because
Yeah.
we're both
Linksmen.
links.
A lot of
Yeah.
linksmen. We're all three of us.
All
are
of us,
linksmen.
three of them. Are you
We're all
a
Linksmen.
Zelda person though? I'm
not a
no.
Zelda person.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I never got into Zelda.
Yeah.
I was Super Mario Brothers and moved on to Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, a PlayStation guy.
PlayStation guy.
Mhm.
Twisted Metal.
Twisted
you go.
Metal. Mhm.
Did you? Are you a PlayStation guy now? Do you have a PS5?
I have a PS4.
A PS4. Okay.
And I got it because I was in NBA 2K
Oh, right.
18, I think, as the coach.
Oh wow!
So
I
all
didn't know
cutaway
that.
feeds. I'm like Steve Kerr.
That's awesome.
crazy.
Yeah.
Wait,
it
you
was
just
really
you just
fun.
did all the motion capture for the coach models?
Yeah, it was
That's
fantastic.
amazing.
Yeah, we're just in a huge stage. You're just wearing like a skin tight black suit, and you have all the dots on you and everything.
Yeah.
And it was me and Michael B. Jordan.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's wild.
yeah.
That
So
is
if you
really
see like
wild.
Eric Spolstra like complaining about a bad call, like that's you
That's
acting
me.
that out. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah.
That's crazy.
How
That
long
is
did it
crazy.
take to film?
It's like 3 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's extensive.
yeah. Because they had a lot of cutaway scenes, but in that one, it looks like me. It just looks
Mhm.
like a weird version of me.
Yeah. Right.
And they like tried to put some comedy stuff in there too. I would just improvise some stuff, but it was very easy to shoot because the sound is right there, the audio is right there for you, and it's capturing every movement of your face and everything. And there's nothing on the floor, so it's very easy.
Wow.
That's wild.
Yeah.
He's fascinated by this.
No, I love this. I mean, have you done other video game acting?
No,
Wow.
that was it.
That's so cool though.
He has a video game podcast.
I do, but I'm more interested for the basketball side as an NBA fan.
Yeah,
as an
yeah,
NBA
yeah.
enthusiast. Wait,
Yeah.
are you an NBA fan?
Not really.
Mitch and I are both pretty
No,
big
you're not
basketball
like the
fans.
Celtics?
I like the Celtics, but like I watch the playoffs.
That's fair. That's totally fine.
You know?
I watched a fucking.
I'm pretty pissed off.
I have a problem. I have a problem with sports that just have too many games in a season.
The NBA has too many games.
It needs to mean more.
Yes, I agree. The NBA has too many games. They will never go back on the 82 game season. Now they've added an extra game because they have the championship for the in season tournament. They're going to do that because there's too much.
I gotta say,
Then you got guys that have to rest for
Yeah,
come
exactly.
on.
I agree. It's too many games, and I watched horrible regular season basketball last night, and it just felt like a huge waste of time. And why was
Thumbs
I doing
down
this?
to the in-season tournament. Thumbs down.
It's kind of fun.
It's stupid.
It's kind of fun because it makes something out of the otherwise pointless regular season games.
What is the United Emirates Cup? Is it what? What
It's
is
just
it?
the Emirates Cup. It's for
Emirates
the
Cup.
airline, not the nation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Emirates NBA Cup.
Good.
Okay, wait. So you're a Linksman, not in the Zelda sense, but you
golf
like
sense.
in the golf sense.
Yeah.
My understanding, I'm not a golfer, but my understanding is that a big part of it is like the clubhouse. You're gonna have like drinks or a meal.
The
there.
19th hole, as
Yeah,
they
the
call
19th
it.
hole.
The
Are
19th
you
hole.
someone who indulges in that?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
What the hell is this?
What do you do at the 19th hole?
You have a beer.
An alien that doesn't know anything about what? There's a golf club. Sometimes you have drinks and imbibe in there. Is that correct? What the fuck are you talking about?
I didn't say imbibe.
Well, I'm just trying to think
He's
of.
doing an impression.
I was trying to do some fucking impression of your fucking.
An
some
exaggerated impression.
some fucking shit word you'd say. You've never been in a club? Oh,
No, I've never been to a clubhouse.
Wow.
Have you?
I have, which makes me feel like people are calling me the silver spoon man. My dad got into golf in his, honestly, like in his 50s, 40s, 50s.
Yeah, I think if my dad was a
into
golfer, I probably would have. My grandpa golfed, but I wasn't the age never lined up where I was out on the course with him.
Well, my dad was a caddy growing up.
Oh, wow.
And he grew up in Worcester, Massachusetts. And then he was like, when he was a little kid, he was like, someday I'm going to be a member here. And then he became a member when he was like 35 or something.
Wow.
I never go
And
to.
then
I never
got
go
to play at that course.
That's
so
cool.
I'm a silver spoon boy.
I never go to.
What happened?
Jesus. Who's breaking in?
Yeah.
This is this. You know.
I know this.
You know
I know
He
this.
knows this.
Yeah.
Which he had no problem with. Weiger had, and it was a big deal to Weiger.
It was fine. It was totally fine. I was just was confused as to why you didn't mute it, but I understand.
Because it's still going. It's really going.
Explain what's
crazy.
going on here. Your phone just went off during a recording.
There's no. My house is not being robbed. There's someone walked by, but it's like it rarely catches those people walking by.
Those people are just walking too close to the fence.
They're walking too close to the fence or something like that.
okay.
I was gonna say your dad's from Worcester. I never go there too much anymore, just because I don't know if the guy who works the toll booth is such a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah, what's he say when you go in there?
He says, "Welcome to Worcester. That would be $1.95. $1.95. Is that what it is?
That's right. Yeah.
Toll booth Willie Wags.
Wait, to remind me what this is.
Oh my God, you don't know it?
Sandler.
Oh, Sandler. Okay.
Welcome to Worcester. And then everyone's
Welcome
like,
to
fuck you,
Worcester.
Willie, like you small dicked piece of shit.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. They all
yeah,
just like
yeah,
make
yeah,
fun of him.
Yeah.
He didn't. He has no. I guess that maybe did that just stick in Boston people's head more.
It may have been more
Probably,
of a Boston
but I
thing.
fil like I feel like if I brought
Everyone
up,
knows that, right? Casey,
Yeah,
you
if
know Toll Booth Willie?
I don't think I know Toll Booth Willie.
if I brought up
Now I
Worcester,
feel insane.
No, I've had times where people will say, "Welcome to Worcester" every
Yeah,
time I say,
yeah.
my parents are from Worcester.
My sister went to Assumption, which is in.
Oh,
Worcester.
yeah.
yeah.
I
Mhm.
took my French class at Assumption my senior year in high school. Humble brag.
Wow. Humble brag.
Me and one other guy.
Our friend Harris created that word. That's the truth.
Harris
that
Whittles,
right?
yeah.
That is. Look, I get a humble brag myself.
Wow,
saying that.
yeah.
Wow. Do you have a humble brag for us?
Let's see. Do I have a humble brag?
I have one of the biggest mouths in the world, or whatever.
Yeah,
Well, I guess
that's
that's not
not
really a
really
humble
Like
brag.
this
It's
about
just a
the spreads, like
brag.
humble brag. Yeah, that's the whole
Humble
thing. Is
brag.
that the line got sort of. The line got hazy between what is a
Yes.
brag and what is a humble
Humble
brag.
brag,
What is the
yeah.
where I'm falsely
Yeah, it's like
being
Actually, mine was just a straight up brag.
exactly. I
It
think
was
that's
just
kind
a
of the thing,
brag.
yeah.
I wasn't humble about it.
it's
was like false
a
humility.
humble brag would be like oh, I got into the final two for the audition for this movie, but it went so bad. Like that's like
Yes,
that's the sort of level of
Emmy losing writer.
yeah.
Whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that sucks.
Ugh, my mouth's so big, the stretching appliance won't work on me.
Wait, you're proud of that?
Boy.
He's humble about it.
Wags, the start of a new year is the perfect time to get organized, set goals, and prioritize what matters most. For me, a top priority is my financial wellness, which feels more important than ever. Thanks to Rocket Money, my goals feel achievable. They show me all of my subscriptions right in one place and help me easily cancel ones that I forgot I've been paying for, like the Doughboys Double.
Rocket Money also pulls together all of our spending across all of our different accounts so we can easily track our spending habits and see where we, the Doughboys, can cut back.
Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. See all of your subscriptions in one place and know exactly where your money is going. For any you don't want anymore, Rocket Money can help you cancel them with a few taps. Wow.
Rocket Money's dashboard gives you a clear view of your expenses across all of your accounts. Easily create a personalized budget with custom categories to help keep your spending on track. See your monthly spending trends in each category to know exactly where your money is going.
Get alerts if bills increase in price, there's unusual spending activity, or if you're close to going over budget. Don't do that.
The new goals feature automatically saves money for you without you having to think about it. Whether your goal is to pay off credit card debt, put away money for a house, or just build your savings, Rocket Money makes it easy.
Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you, sometimes by up to 20%.
Wow.
They automatically scan your bills to find opportunities to save. Then you can ask them to negotiate for you. They'll deal with customer service.
Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features.
Wow. Stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/doughboys.
That's rocketmoney.com/doughboys.
rocketmoney.com/doughboys. And I'll say this also about Harris Whittles, and I don't know if this is a great time to segue. The first time I ever saw the Detroit style or deep dish Little Caesar pizza was, I don't know if it's different from Detroit style because this was years ago.
Yeah.
Was at Harris's house, and he was
Wow.
like, I was like, you got that? He's like, yeah, it looked good. And I was like, I thought it looked good too.
Was it from Little Caesars?
It was from Little Caesars.
So it was not. This was definitely not the Detroit style because that's new. This was their old deep dish pizza, and then they refurbished it / rebranded it as Detroit style. The chain is from Detroit, but that's a thing that's happened since our most recent record when we did Little Caesars in 2021.
Don't kill me here. Is Detroit style pizza like a known like I've heard Chicago style.
It is a known thing, but it was
is.
not. I don't think a nationally known thing until relatively recently.
Till Little
But it's
Caesars?
been a thing that's existed. I mean, the Buddies and Jets, like there are these Detroit institutions that have served this style of pizza for many years.
It's very similar to what this was, except usually there's middle pieces, and it's not two separate kind of pizzas or whatever.
Okay.
And you know, I like this pizza, but it's better than that.
Doesn't seem like you like it. You left that piece untouched for 40 minutes. Little Caesars was founded in 1959 in a suburb of Detroit. It is the third largest pizza chain in the U.S. Reviewed twice previously, most recently in 2021, as I mentioned with Dave Neera and Marissa Pinson, our good buddies. And our guest, Mitch, kicked it out of the Golden Plate Club. It was in there. You and I voted to re-up it, but it got ejected.
Wait, who kicked it out?
Neera and Pinson.
What the hell were you two doing? What were you thinking? I'm mad at them now too. They kicked it out of there. Well, now I'm putting too much weight on.
We'll
our
see.
guest,
No,
too.
I want our guest to be candid and honest, and I trust that he will be. And since our last record, they have debuted the Detroit style pizza, and
As he
currently
swigs his Celsius.
have crazy puffs, which we will talk about. But Johnno, this, like the Headgum hunks, was your maiden voyage with Little Caesars.
Yes, it was.
You'd never had it before. Or what's your pizza preferences in general?
Well, you know, I think in college I was a Domino's boy,
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
right?
Mhm,
Loved Domino's. Kind of grew out of the Domino's.
Mhm.
Wow.
Then in LA, I really, when I lived in West Hollywood, I went to Ghost Pizza a lot. You ever been there?
No, scary.
I don't know.
This
Ghost
is a
pizza.
cursed episode.
This is a cursed episode. This is a cursed episode. It's a
Ghost
cursed
Pizza.
show.
And now I'm real high on Prince Street Pizza.
Yeah.
We have to do it. Prince Street. You suggested it, but
Yes.
Look, it's a complicated thing. We can't get into it too much.
Yeah.
I'm going to get into it. Susser went to the Prince Street location up in North Hollywood.
Yes.
And the guy that works there is a fan of the pod.
Right.
He wants us to take a picture and put our picture on the wall.
Okay.
Now, the Doughboys can't be bought. This is a tricky
Doughboys can't be
thing.
bought, but
But
I do kind of want my picture on the wall of a pizza
a
place.
picture
Yeah,
on the
you
wall of a
definitely-
pizza place is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So
Our buddy Ryan Perez, by the way, good buddy Ryan Perez of the Mama Needs a Movie podcast, also had the same experience at Prince Street and was
Oh, wow.
recognized by virtue of a connection to Doughboys.
Every time I walk in there, I hope that someone's going to say, "Can we get your picture on the wall?" But nobody knows who I am.
It made it happen now.
it might happen
Hey.
now. I mean,
We'll see.
we'll see what happens.
Fingers crossed.
It ends up just being Johnno on the wall. I don't want the Doughboys anymore.
We put the Doughboys picture on the wall, but like a lot of customers left when they came inside.
We have Johnno and then the Doughboys, and it's before and after. So you've never had it. You like Prince Street, but there is a Canadian chain that is relevant to this, which is Pizza Pizza. Now, Pizza Pizza is unrelated to Little Caesars.
relation,
Little
yeah.
Caesars has the slogan Pizza Pizza, which they cannot use in Canada because it's trademarked there. Did you have Pizza Pizza while you're up there?
I did not.
Mitch, did you have Pizza Pizza up there?
You had it, right?
I did. Yeah, it was on set one night. Were you not there when we were in the? I probably can't even say it. We were in Hamilton. I'll say
Maybe.
we were in the location in Hamilton.
No, I remember when they brought the fast food there, but I don't remember the pizza.
They brought-
You know what? I
they-
think
they
they brought
brought
a pizza and I had just like stuffed my face with Crafty, so I wasn't
Yeah.
hungry or something. It
I
didn't look like it
probably-
was worth it to me,
Yeah.
honestly.
I understand.
It
that
was like
feeling.
it reminded me of old school Domino's before they
Yes.
changed their recipe, which I kind of liked. It was maybe not worth it.
Yeah.
A&W was the fast food that they brought that
Yes,
night. Yeah.
that was good. That
A&W
actually
rocks.
really hit the spot.
Oh man, that's
And we
that's
had
like my
great
favorite.
pizza out there.
Yeah,
We did. We had in Hamilton specifically.
Cowabunga?
Cowabunga Pizza in Hamilton.
a lot of fun. Great name for
And
a
then
pizza
there
place.
was
too.
Great name.
There was
Yeah.
a couple other places in Hamilton that were really good, but then north of Brooklyn, that was one of our
Brooklyn.
first
That was like our first
friend date.
friend date.
Oh,
Yeah.
how fun is
Mhm.
that?
Yeah.
Do you remember what you got?
We got the one like bee sting or whatever, right? Was
Yeah,
it
that had like honey on it.
yeah.
Which I
And-
know has gotten like a little played out, the honey on the pizza, the
Yeah.
hot honey, but I like it.
Me
I still
too.
like it.
Me too.
And it was below this bar, and they were doing a drag show, and we went upstairs, and we were like, "Can we just eat
Yeah.
in the back?" And so like, there's this drag show going on, like two guys just like eating slices, and like, it was great. It was great.
A drag show, and then they were like, "Yeah, you can eat here." And I went up and I ordered us like 2 sodas, and they were like, "Jesus Christ, like $6!" Like,
That's
there's 7 for you.
The guy at the front was like, we were like, "Can we eat in here?" And the guy was like, "Yeah, you just gotta like buy a drink."
Yeah.
And then that's what
Then
we
we
got.
bought
We got some
sodas.
sodas. It was great. It was a great day. I don't
That
think they
sounds
were
like fun.
upset with us. It was
No, it was
yeah,
fine. There was nobody
fun.
sitting at those 2 tables that we took up.
So Amelia hopped into the studio. We had there was a little bit of an ordeal picking up our group order. So I went on my own for lunch earlier this week because I just didn't want to overindulge before
Oink, oink.
we recorded. I know, but I ended up just eating like I think as much Little Caesars as you guys did. So jokes on me. But Amelia, you picked it up. There was a little bit of a kerfluffle. What happened?
I went to the wrong location.
Now, how did this happen?
When I was ordering it online, I pressed the Vermont location. Little did I know there were 2 Vermont locations.
2 Vermont locations.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so you go to the wrong one. Do you go there and it, like how long does it take you to figure out what happened?
The woman at the register, she was like, "That'll be $7.59," and I was like, "I already paid online, and this order is way more than $7."
Was
Yeah, it was
there
like
another
50,
Amelia or what was
55
it?
Yeah, I think there was the order was under someone's name that sounded similar to an
Got it,
Amelia.
got it.
And the woman seemed like she dealt with this constantly. She was like, "You probably ordered to the other Vermont location. This happens a lot."
Yeah.
So I checked, and lo and behold, wrong location.
Was
It
the other
only
one further away from the?
It was further away, but only by 5 minutes. And
Okay.
it really wasn't a big deal.
They're pretty close. Those
Yeah.
two Vermont ones. So I mean, we had the same thing happen. I was telling you previously
This is-
with
this
the
is the
Doughboys
story.
podcast.
Yeah.
This was a little. I think this was actually maybe a tournament episode when we did Little Caesars
With
for,
Gemberling?
Yeah, with Gemberling for the Slices Right, back for Munch Madness. And I what happened is I think you placed the order.
Yeah.
I could be wrong about this, but I remember that you placed the order and you said it was at the Vermont location. I went to the Vermont location. It was the wrong Vermont location, and eventually figured it out, went to the other Vermont location and picked it up. Brought it there, was telling this on the episode, and then you got mad at me because you thought I was blaming you for this when I was just trying to be like, hey, this was like a funny anecdote.
Yeah.
So I think everything ended up working out, but...
It sounds like it was your fault.
Well, all the information I had was Vermont location.
And
so
the
I
name.
didn't... So, and the name, Emma, thank you for reminding me, which the order was under Mario because you thought it was funny.
Was I wrong?
It was funny.
It is funny.
It's funny.
It's funny. It's very funny. But I could see how that maybe would confuse things. A little bit. I like that you had to go into multiple places and be like, it's me, Mario.
It worked out.
It worked out.
But yeah, this is a known issue with the LA Little Caesars. There's 2 of them on the same street.
Yeah, they must have to deal with it constantly.
I'm sure they do.
I feel like it's like California Chicken Cafe or something that says like, make sure you're picking it up from the right address.
Oh yeah,
Smart.
How are they not doing that?
Yeah,
The
with the
Little
one
Caesars.
on the same street.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they really should have that warning.
Here's what I'll say. You know how you say, everyone is here. You know how you say that?
Everyone is here.
Everyone is late today, and we were all late.
Everyone was late.
Not me.
Johnno was right on time.
Casey was on time.
Casey was
saved
on
us.
time. Casey and I were hanging out here talking shit.
And you
Everyone.
I watched.
I literally texted Casey and I said, we are in true Doughboys fashion, all running late. If Johnno beats us there, can you let him in? I said, very chill guy, should be good.
And he found out I wasn't.
Sorry.
What kind of operation is this?
I came in here and I was like, sorry, because I was the first of the lates, to be clear.
It's true.
Which
the
is
lates.
First
which
of
is
the late.
and I walked in. I was like, oh, you're here, and he went, yeah, because I'm a professional. That's what he said when I walked in.
I was jonesing for some Little Caesars.
Well, we certainly got some Little Caesars.
Oh, we got some Little Caesars.
before the Hunks took it.
I will say, did you order on the app? What did you use, Amelia?
I used their online website.
Okay, because I use the app, and I do like.
By the way, I just like thinking of the Hunks right now being like, what the fuck's happening?
See a brown thing in the toilet? What the fuck?
What is that?
So I do like the app. The app's not crap. I think the app is pretty elegant and pretty straightforward to use. The pizza portal, which is the pickup apparatus, I feel like that is cumbersome and unnecessary. Did you use the pizza portal, or did you just they just hand it to you?
I didn't use the pizza portal.
The location I
What
went to is a
that?
pizza portal, which is like an Amazon locker for pizza. Mitch is stretching his mouth out for our audio listeners. It's like an Amazon locker.
No fucking clue what that is.
It helps stretch your jaw so it doesn't go out of place.
Yeah,
Like,
this is
what
the
the actual
this is
fuck
the
is
gentle
happening?
jaw.
Oh,
You've never
y'all
seen
have
one of these
one?
before?
Weiger got his jaw looked at. And
Oh, wow.
turns out Weiger's jaw
Weiger has the
stretches
biggest
further than
mouth.
they can
Biggest mouth in
measure.
North America.
This is the
Is that
biggest
why it
size.
clicked?
He has a bigger mouth than 99% of human beings on the earth.
I'm in the top 1% of mouth sizes.
No wonder why you can self-suck.
Okay, all right.
Thumbs up, Amelia.
That's two references. We're gonna get a
Which
third.
you maybe didn't
We're
even
gonna
know,
get
but
a
now
third
you
soon.
Oh wait, no,
the
you
legend has
All right.
preceded the man.
The pizza portal is like an Amazon locker
Oh, he's really barreling
with
through it.
pizzas in there.
Just move forward.
You have to scan a QR code from your order, and then it like automatically opens. And I was like talking through it with the guy who's super duper nice.
This is in a store, though?
This is in the store. So
Okay.
there's a guy there, and he's
Is
like,
it heated?
He's like, yeah, it's like heated. He's like, I could just hand it to you, but it's like harder for me to get it. Like it was like the way it was set up. So I was like, okay, I'll just scan it, and then it opens up. I take my thing out, but he's still like, but I have to get your sauces because your sauces are still separate. So we still had to fulfill that part of the order just as for normal. It just felt like an extra step for no real reason.
So everything is ready there,
Everything
and
is
you say
It's in a-
they're just like, we know people are going to want pepperoni pizza, so we have 10.
No, this
pepperoni
is not the
pizzas.
hot and ready situation, which they
Oh.
do have. They do
Okay.
have hot and ready pizzas, which are just prefab pizzas, which you can just grab and go. Those
Sure.
those used to be $5, a little bit more expensive now. This is still something that was made to order, but then they made it to order, and then they kind of shoved that sumbitch in the Amazon locker for pizza, the pizza portal, and then it was just idling there for someone to come in and pick it up. Presumably contactless, but there actually was still contact.
But
involved.
you've ordered that son.
I've already ordered it before, yeah.
You ordered that son bitch before you
I
went
ordered
in
that
there.
bad boy
Yeah.
before I got in there. Yeah.
okay.
You changed it to bad boy?
I thought we were gonna roll the son bitch.
He was trying to make it work with you.
Yeah, we needed the third. We needed the third son
Son
bitch.
bitch. Yeah, I ordered that
there
son
we go.
bitch.
Yeah.
I think that it would be hard for me to not walk through the pizza portal to see what's on the other side.
Go
Right?
through the looking glass.
Pizza Narnia.
I mean, it sounds. Sounds pretty good.
I'm gonna stay. You that guy.
Closing the oven doors. It's basically just like a heater, right?
It's
It's
just
like
a
it's like
heater.
200 degrees or something.
It's
like
just a heater, but it's one of those like
they could
useless.
put the cups in there. The cups are cold.
It's one of those useless
plastic.
technology things. I feel
Sure,
like it's
it's-
just like, why do we have this extra step here?
It's
when
like we have this cool thing that nobody uses or wants to use,
And
or
it's
or it doesn't work either.
it's a pain in the ass for the
Yeah.
consumers and for the people who work there. But whatever.
Do you ever you got like Beetlejuice mouth, by the way. You know how like they open, you know what I mean? Like how in the Beetlejuice.
What do you
how
mean? Oh, because they open
goes
super
so-
big. Yeah.
You really do. I mean, I've always said it, but you got
I
quite
get a big
you
mouth.
got
Yeah.
quite- there used
I
to be
think
a-
it's a cool thing.
I think it is cool too. It is.
Yeah.
There used to be a
Thank you.
Ghostbusters toy where the guy's mouth opened really big.
I remember
That's
that.
what
I had
that.
It was
That
a
was
good. It was a
cool.
fucking good one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was cool.
It like the jaw dropped out.
Yeah,
It's pretty
yeah.
freaky.
And then and then you got to put a little piece in there. There was a little. Yeah.
and then he said, "I'm the 1%."
Do you ever microwave? Like I'll do this is like you'll get like a plastic container and then I'll just put it in the microwave and microwave it and I'm like I probably shouldn't do that. It's probably not a good idea.
all the time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's bad though, right?
But like
Every time it happens, I ask, "Can I do this?"
Yeah.
And whoever I'm with says yes, and then I do it, and I feel horrible.
yeah, it is just like especially a plastic lid or something that happens. Like if I get Chipotle and I get a size of cheese sauce and it has a whatever container like a cardboard container.
Yeah.
With the plastic thing on top, and then you microwave it, and the plastic gets big, and you're like, "This is
It's wrong.
it's wrong. I shouldn't
wrong.
be eating this food. That's it. Like I should stop doing that."
I heard that
basically.
we eat like the equivalent of a credit card in plastic every week.
I
'Cause
can
there's so
totally
much
see that.
plastic
That's
in our food.
horrifying. Yeah.
every week.
Yeah. So just get over it.
I've also well that
It's happening, and there's nothing to stop it.
That's the other thing I read was that there's an issue because a lot of human waste sometimes gets turned into fertilizer,
Mhm.
and so what's happened is that because we eat so much plastic, we're shitting out microplastics, and then that gets absorbed into fertilizer, which becomes part of the food supply. So it's like a self-perpetuating thing.
Plastic plants are growing.
Yeah, it's gonna look. Here's the thing, Casey, you're a Cronenberg guy. Crimes of the future. People evolved to start eating plastic, have developed new organs. We're fucking headed there. It's gonna happen.
That's
That's fine.
It's fine. Whatever.
speaking of Little Caesars.
Service was great. The guy noticed my marinara. Speaking of things that he had to warm about the microwave, wasn't sealed, and he fixed it and got me a new one because he knew it was going to spill. So we got the crazy puffs they have right now. So how would you describe these? They're kind of like little
Cupcakes.
pizza cupcakes.
cupcakes.
Honestly,
Pies.
that's perfect.
Yeah.
They're little pizza cupcakes, and so we got the cheese and herb and the pepperoni. I thought they were delightful little bites. Not a thing I would necessarily get, like because outside of the novelty of it, but they're just kind of fun. Just like, okay.
I think they are fun, but I don't know if I would get them outside of the novelty either. I know that one of the people on the dais over here, one of them liked it.
Only one of us?
Well, maybe multiple. I heard one of you really say that you liked it. Casey, I'm talking about
Casey
you.
was-
like, why are you doing it like this?
I didn't know if you want to be involved with this show.
It seems like you were shaming him.
No. I'm happy for him.
Casey, I liked him too. I liked him too.
I thought they're fun.
There was the first one that I had a little cherry tomato situation with it where I bit into it and the
that's
tomato
kinda fun.
sauce came out, but it wasn't too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed that. It was
Mhm.
a little surprise that I enjoyed.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
there is like the filling of
Little
like a
tomato
hostess
load.
cupcake.
Yeah.
There is a
Yeah.
tomato load in there.
Yes, yeah.
And so you liked it, Casey.
I like it because it's like it's like 3 or 4 bites, and it's the edge of the pizza.
It's all
just
edge.
all edge, and
all
that's
crust.
great.
Yeah, you've got a little crust. You got some crispy
It
crust.
feels
Yeah.
like perfect
It's
for
like
a
my
party
YouTube cover band.
situation.
Yeah.
Crispy crust?
All edge.
So it doesn't by default come with the crazy sauces, which is what
You
they call
covered
their
it.
marinara.
I guess I should have. That's how I prefer my U2 or something. That would have made more
No,
sense.
yours was good.
That was
All
good.
right, that's good.
Yeah,
Okay.
we liked it.
It doesn't by default come with a crazy sauce. I think it does need the crazy sauce because it's a little bit of a dry guy. Even though again it's got the marinara load inside there, you still need. I feel like it needs a little bit on the outside. I enjoy dipping it.
Is the crazy sauce their tomato sauce?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, by the way, not all that crazy.
I didn't find it crazy at all.
No.
I found it pretty normal. I found it extremely sane.
Yeah.
If by crazy the fact that it's like kind of cold, I guess that is crazy.
It is crazy that it comes cold, like out of the fridge.
Yeah.
It
And
should be warmed up.
And then they give you like a gallon of it.
They give you so much. They give
Put
you
it
like
in
a
the
little
hot and ready
jacuzzi.
fucking oven or the whatever the fuck it is.
The
Yeah.
Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Put it in
Yeah,
that.
put it in there. Put it in the little Narnia closet. Why not?
I did think the crazy puffs were fun. The slices and sticks.
Crazy poofs.
Is that the pizza guy?
Pizza.
Hey, that was pretty good.
That wasn't bad.
That was
right?
pretty good.
Pizza. Crazy boobs.
You son of a bitch. The son of a bitch finding out he can do a good impression of the pizza. A Little Caesar, man. I was doing Cartman.
Yeah.
Cheesy poofs now, crazy poofs. That's what I was. That was my.
That was good. That was good.
That was good.
Wait, have they always called the marinara crazy sauce or whatever? Or is it only because the crazy poofs are a thing now?
No, I think they've done it before the. I think it's always been crazy sauce.
Who's the marketing guy?
'Cause they've
that
had
was like-
crazy bread for a while.
Who's the
right.
marketing guy that's like, we gotta call this tomato sauce crazy sauce?
Yeah, I
what is so crazy about it?
They
Yeah.
glommed onto crazy as part of their branding like 20 years ago, and they just continue to run with
Crazy
'Cause that
bread.
it. Crazy bread, yeah.
Is that little Caesar is a crazy man?
I guess I don't know what it is.
Running
I don't-
around.
Pizza.
No one liked my impression. Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Hey, two brute. Pizza.
You know what? This came up. I got made fun of for this, but I always there's Greek pizza on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Little Caesars is kind of Greek style pizza. I always thought of I know it's supposed to be like Caesar from Rome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I always associate it with Greece. I thought he was like a Grecan guy. I know that this is dumb.
He
No,
does
it's
have the
not
little
dumb.
crown of leaves on his
Yeah,
head,
which
which
I-
makes you.
which-
Well, I guess that's Roman.
culture
Roman
was
too, but-
derived from Greek culture. You know,
Yeah.
there's a line of continuity there.
But
So
I
There's
never-
an overlap.
Yeah.
I never put together like Caesar, like Augustus Caesar or whoever
Sure.
the fuck it's supposed to. Like I never was like, I don't even know if
You
that
think
is.
it's Augustus? You don't think it's Julius?
Oh, I guess Julius would be the right one. I don't
Maybe
know
it
why
is Augustus.
I
That
don't know
would
why
make that
Augustus-
would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
That'd be
I think it's
crazy.
You think is it supposed to be Julius Caesar though? Or is it supposed to like what is it supposed to be?
Is Augustus Caesar long enough to be a long name? Feels like that's
Great
right on the
question.
precipice.
name?
A big name.
Big name.
Big name.
Big
yeah,
name.
sorry.
It's close.
It's
We
close.
know. We need to. If we knew his middle name, that would be a big name.
Yeah.
Now why?
You know, it's a good one. Victor Wembanyama.
That is a
Ooh,
good
that
long
is a good one.
Yeah. He's an NBA player
full
for
meal.
he's on the Spurs.
Yeah.
He's not in the UN.
He's not some UN fucking guy that no one else knows.
Long name, tall man.
Oh right. I know that's funny too. That
His
he's
name-
tall.
Greek freak.
The
Long
Greek
name.
freak, yeah.
Yeah, I don't even want to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither. It's been this last week has been crazy for CEOs. It has.
It's a very smooth transition.
Also, like a month earlier when
Yeah.
this episode,
I mean,
when this
yeah.
episode comes out.
Look,
This happened last night.
but we were talking about how great the Little Caesar CEO is.
Yeah, I don't
Yes.
look. I don't how far we want to go, but just as CEOs go, a man who has was held with some esteem. I'm sure he has some flaws, but is held with some esteem in his community. That famously paid Rosa Parks' rent for her the course
Who I
of her
told you
life.
I have beef with.
Mhm.
She took the seat from my great grandfather Aldous Mitchell at the front of the
Yeah,
bus.
this is a whole thing.
Edit point.
Did he put up a fight? Did he argue with her a
Yeah,
little
he
bit?
was, what are you, that's my seat. Yeah.
Take that guy's seat. That's mine.
Big fat guy with a hoagie sitting there. Like, oh, no.
After I'm done with my song.
All this rest in peace, Aldous Mitchell. Great guy.
Yeah, great guy.
Rest R.I.P. Okay, so
That was one bad day. He was having one bad day.
He wanted to eat his sub sitting down on the bus. Yeah.
Eat his sub.
So the slices and sticks jalapeno, which is it's half of this bad boy's pepperoni pizza, 4 slices of pepperoni pizza. The other side is 8 Italian cheese sticks topped with jalapeno. Now, look, I'm a bit of a heat seeker, so I was totally in favor of this. Johnno, you were saying those jalapeno sticks might have been your favorite thing.
I was saying that. Yeah.
Those are real good.
I'm a heat seeker too.
Never invited
Hell
back to the show again.
I'm a heat seeker too, and I mean, I don't want to go to. I might disappoint you guys right now, but I feel like that was the thing that had the most taste to me.
Yeah, I can see that. Sure.
I mean, I think that the jalapenos added a lot of flavor. That's
A little flavor.
yeah,
Give me some flavor.
And also because it's so like cheesy, and it's. I don't think their crazy sauce or their marinara sauce is necessarily a strength. So something that just completely removes that from the equation. It lets you focus on the good stuff.
Yeah.
I liked it. I like the texture of it too.
I did too.
Yeah, I like. I think it's a fun. I'll tell you where this is fun. The cheese, or the pizza and sticks combo, or whatever the hell it's called. If you're like a guy, a solo guy, if you're a single man, and you're just at your house and you're like, I get half a pizza and I get some cheese sticks. Like that's a perfect.
That is really fun.
That's pretty. Nice. It's pretty perfect.
That's good.
And also, you feel like that's the kind of thing, because I've gotten a whole hot and ready for myself before.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
That feels like you're being a big fat guy, because I'm eating a whole pizza by myself.
Those pizzas are not.
They're not huge.
It's not a Prince Street pizza.
Right.
Like you can take one of those slices and throw it down the chute.
Yeah, you can take that. But I'm saying that to Mitch's point, if you're an individual, if you're one person, like just having a meal for yourself, it feels a little bit less of an indulgence, like you're being a big fat piece of shit if you're getting half pizza, half sticks, you know? I mean, psychologically, at least it probably does to me.
Yeah, the sticks are thinner and you're eating it like a dainty person.
And you're eating two different things.
And I also feel better leaving a few sticks as like I'll always want another slice.
Right.
So if I only have 4 slices to begin with,
yeah,
that's pretty good. If you're getting a pizza for yourself, we house some of that north of Brooklyn.
I feel like we ate both of those pies.
Yeah, we did. We did a good job. There's like 1 or 2 slices left, but north of Brooklyn, because we ordered larges.
Yep,
great spot.
What style was north of Brooklyn? Was it like a New York style pizza? I assume.
Yeah, New York style pizza, very good.
Y'all kept talking about how good the pizza was up in Toronto. I didn't get it happening.
Shocked.
Okay, so we also had the Detroit style, which Mitch, you still have that slice of deep dish cheese just sitting right there,
sitting right in front of me,
getting colder and colder. So we got one with cheese.
There's a microwave.
You want me to heat it up?
I'm gonna put it on a plastic plate and microwave it, and it's gonna be fine.
Wait, you're not gonna have it on the episode?
Plate.
You want me to have it on the app?
Why do you want it just sitting there the whole time?
I like it.
He wants to make sure no one takes it.
It makes him feel safe.
It's his emotional support pizza.
There are no hunk hawks walking around.
No shit.
Stealing it.
So we got the deep dish cheese for today, and I on my own, when I went on my own, got the I got the cheese and herb crazy puffs, which I enjoyed, and I also got a deep dish veggie. The veggie is green peppers, onions, mushrooms, and black olives. The thing I will say about their deep dish, and we mentioned this earlier, there are no middle pieces. It is 4 slices, and if you get the normal size, like the large pizza, you just get 2 sets of 4 slices, 2 squares, where it's all edges all the way around. You're getting all corner pieces.
I kind of like it.
People like the corners.
I mean, like, for what that pizza is, you do want like the crispy edges, which honestly, from what the Detroit style as opposed to the deep dish, there was a little less crispy edge than I wanted on this guy, but still, it was still pretty good. By the way, you're like a day walker. Because you're a very funny, you can walk with the hunks. You know what I mean? Like you, like
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you're a day. Like
I feel like that's the highest compliment somebody could get.
I mean, it kind of is.
Wow.
You can walk with the hunks, but then also you're not.
I'm out of here. That's
You're gonna go walk with the hunks.
I'm gonna go walk with the hunks.
You can walk with hunks, but then you can come and sit with fucking pieces of shit like Wags and I.
Yeah,
fitting great.
Yeah, you guys are always talking about being pieces of shit. You're golden boys. That's what you are.
Aww,
come on,
what a thing to say.
You know what? You're fucking golden boys.
Oh, we're golden boys, Mitch.
Golden boys, like piss, gold.
I think like the Golden Girls that were old.
Yes.
The Doughboys are golden boys.
I'm Blanche. I'm horny. Who's your favorite Golden Girl? As I get older, Dorothy is the funniest.
Or Dorothy, I said
Was
Doris.
my favorite was the small angry one. Was that
Yeah,
Dorothy?
Estelle.
Estelle.
Getty is the actor.
I always liked
mom.
her.
Dorothy's mom.
Dorothy's
yeah.
mom. What's
Dorothy's mom.
Ma, but what is her? I forget her name. Estelle Getty's actual name of the show. Ma.
Because she's Sicilian on the show.
Right, yes.
But
Which is
I
very
don't- I
funny.
feel
She
like
talks
she's
about
mostly
like the
just called
old
Mom.
country and shit like
yeah,
that.
There's nothing better than an old lady who's still got some chutzpah.
Yeah.
It's the best.
You know?
great.
That was my nana. My grandma was more. She wasn't. Rose is dim-witted, which was Betty White.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great sitcom. A great
Good
show.
sitcom.
Great
I watched
show.
it with my grandma. And my
It's
grandma
so good.
reminded me of
Sophia. She was Sophia.
Sophia, of course,
Of course,
Sophia.
Sophia. Yeah.
Think about that show being on now. Like
Never in a million.
never in a
years.
million
No, no, no,
years.
No.
But this
People
is the
just
thing.
miss out.
When I was younger, and I feel like I was like real like so much of the TV I watched and so many like movies I saw, because this was also the era of Hume Cronin and Jessica Tandy as like A-list movie stars. Is like I would like they would just have older actors in like high profile roles,
Yeah.
and just me as a kid, I'm just watching this like loving like Leslie Nielsen, thinking he's
Totally.
so funny. You know what I mean? And now that just doesn't happen anymore.
No.
That sort of casting. It's
Yeah.
like it's kind of a bummer.
It is. Yeah.
It is.
Because that was a great show, and then there was another show, Empty Nest, that was on afterwards. That was also like it was like a seniors sort of the cast,
Life
and it was
goes on.
Yeah, and so do we.
So do we. Yeah.
Just what we do is
No
no
mystery.
mystery. Rain or shine, I'll be the one. Just like how we do it. It's something like that. That's how we do it.
Yeah. Rain or shine,
Are you
I'll
guys
be
making
the
this
one.
up right now?
Just how we do it. No, this is
No, this is Empty Nest, the sitcom that was on after
And my grandma
Golden
thought-
Girls, Golden Girls for time.
My grandma thought also an older man who was the star of Empty Nest. She thought he was a hunk.
Yeah, that'll
How about
happen
Murder
too.
She Wrote?
Murder She Wrote. Oh my God.
Give me
Yeah.
a break.
Yeah, I know.
She's solving murders.
I know.
She's 70 years old. She's better than the best detectives.
She's
These 25-year-old whippersnappers and
I
what's her
know.
name? What was her name in real life?
Oh God,
Angela Lansbury.
Angela
Angela Lansbury.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
They do, because they had Matlock, that was also the show of the era.
Another
they have-
old, smart lawyer?
right, yeah,
Yeah.
they've rebooted
Yeah, no, I can't believe
Matlock,
that.
though.
Yeah. Well,
Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates, yeah.
Indiana Jones meets Matlock, as we know.
Right, Indiana Jones meets Matlock was a big thing everyone was talking about last year. It's the thing Mitch did on the show that no one understood.
What was
The
it?
idea is it's just like an old guy thing. It's like because Indiana Jones is so old.
And I said it was like,
meeting
I was
Matlock.
like, did you see the trailer for Indiana Jones meets Matlock? Everyone was confused. Rightfully so, as you are now.
Yeah,
kind of similar.
very confused.
Kind of similar to what happened again, basically,
Yeah.
to you right now.
I think the deep dish is fucking good.
The
I
deep
really
dish
like
is
the
good.
Detroit style, and honestly, like that may just become my go-to because
We seemed so fucking old when we sang the Empty Nest song. I just looked at these three right here, just like, just staring at us, not getting what the fuck we were doing.
I think that's
It's
the,
like-
that's
it's
kind
like
of the
when,
default
like-
reaction of the dais, though, right?
Do you remember when? I mean, that is normally how they
Dais.
act. The dais usually doesn't give us any laughs, but like you remember when you like if you like went and visited your grandpa or something, and then like he and his friend would sing an old song, and you're like, oh, good. Like that's not, but that's what happened with us
Yeah.
right now.
She's my Coney Island gal, my Coney Island gal. Like, people are fucking crying. It's like, oh, that was my first dance at my wedding. It's like, what the fuck? What are you
Coney
talking about?
Island gal.
Yeah, you're right. That's the thing. We're making that transition into old age and being
Yeah, that
old
sucks.
fucks. Not just fat fucks anymore. Now we're old fucks.
This guy 40th birthday in Toronto.
Toronto.
HBD.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
his first surprise party.
My first surprise party.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thrown by the one and only.
Got him good. Got his ass.
That's a very Mitch thing to do.
Very.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna.
That's
It was
great.
kind of funny. The two ways where I surprised people on their 40th birthday hated me and was very grateful. Yours was the day after your 40th.
I was a 40. I was.
Was
also
it a
confused.
surprise party?
Well, here's the thing. I turned 40 during COVID.
Okay.
So this was
Which was-
2020.
I feel like that is like a monkey paw. I mean, not even a monkey paw wish. That's just a regular wish for you to have your 40th birthday be you have to be inside and no one can see you.
I'm not a birthday guy. I
I'm
don't
not
like-
either.
Yeah, so I don't
But
really
you
do
love
anything for
birthday
birthday
flavor.
I do love birthday flavor.
I do too.
Really?
yeah.
Oh,
I don't
kidding me?
I don't like what's
We'll
going
talk
on here. You and I are friends.
Yeah, no. We can all be friends.
No.
Me and John are going to have a picture together at Prince Street. Wait, I think it's I'm not a big I don't really celebrate my birthday. I'll sometimes like go out to dinner with like my wife or whatever, but I'm not like I don't really care about birthday presents. Mitch brought it was a lovely gesture. It was very nice, but I was just confused as to what was happening. You brought a bunch of our friends over to my apartment. You said, "Hey, I'm going to come over to drop off some tax documents." I was like, "Okay." I went downstairs to meet you, and you're like, "Oh, look, everyone's here." And I was like, "Where are the tax documents?"
Which I did give you them, didn't I?
You did give them.
I don't know if I forgot them. And you got 40 copies of This Is 40.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. That was funny.
40 DVD copies of This Is 40.
That was funny.
Oh my!
I think
God.
to give credit, I think Van gave you that,
Yeah,
which is
that's a Van move.
an annoying.
That's a
Van move.
nice laugh, and then after everybody leaves, you're like, "What the fuck am I gonna do with this?"
No matter what you do, you look like a freak. Which is great.
Yeah.
Also, during COVID, you probably stuck with those bad boys for a while. You probably just threw them away, is my guess.
I don't know where they are. They're somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope
They're
you
in
watch
the Doughboys
every one.
storage unit.
They might
be.
Honestly,
In the
they might be.
They
It
might
could
be.
become not every time someone turns 40, you just give them one of those DVDs.
I should have thought of that.
That could have become
Yeah.
your thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
could start distroing them.
Yeah.
Paying it forward.
Yeah, paying it forward.
Haley Joel Osment.
Hey,
Very good.
wait, is he in Pay It Forward?
Yeah.
He's the kid in Pay It Forward.
I've never seen Pay It Forward.
Oh,
I haven't
man.
either, but I know he's in it because I'm a good friend.
Fuck.
It stars your favorite actor.
Who's that?
Kevin Spacey.
God damn it. Sixth Sense. AI. He's great.
Great movies.
Oh
He's great
yeah.
in both of those movies.
That was my wait, look, we had him on the podcast before. And a great podcast guest. If you ever
Great
has
guy.
time, would be great to have
Great guy.
get him back. Very, very successful career. But just talking to him about that, he had such a healthy perspective on it. Where it was just like, I'm proud of those movies. Those movies were good. Like
He's
it's just
great
like, yeah,
in them.
He's amazing in them.
I would
He's
love
amazing.
to talk. I always try to talk to him about him a little bit, but I can never. I don't know if people want to talk about
Yeah, I don't know.
stuff that they
Right.
did 20, 30 years ago or
Right.
whatever. So, but it is fascinating. AI is great. I don't know if you watched AI holds up so well.
I haven't
love
rewatched it recently, but I love it. It's a great movie.
I love it.
Casey,
my
like
mom,
AI?
It's been a while since I've seen it, but I remember liking it a lot until I don't know, the end kind of kept going.
The end is it does have it does just kind of end, and it has kind of a weird sort of
Yeah.
storybook sort of
It's-
quality to it. But the thing that and everyone was just
Very
kind of
sad.
oh, right, this is Spielberg. He made it all treacly or whatever. But then it turned out that was actually all Kubrick stuff, which was interesting.
Yeah, and it also is like kind of just sad in many
it's
ways.
sad and weird.
Also, Minority Report, a great.
Oh my
I like
God.
that
Ooh,
era of
love
Spielberg.
Minority
One of my
It's
favorite
kind of
Spielberg.
Spielberg Renaissance. a little bit right
those
there.
were fun. My mom had never seen The Sixth Sense, and we watched it. This was like 2 years ago.
Wow.
So we watched it, and I was texting with a buddy, and he was like, "You have to record your mom at the end of The Sixth Sense," because she legitimately had no idea what happened. And I was recording her, and she was sitting there, and she was it was like getting late, and she was getting tired. And then it was like, you see everything happening, and the wife asleep on the couch, and him being like, realizing that he's dead. If you haven't seen it, it's please.
Yeah.
Oh, you
And
can
she
tell our
just-
listeners are annoying, eh?
But she was sitting there on the couch, she was watching, and I could just see her like getting sleepy. And then as it was happening, she was waking up a little more and a little more. And then she literally would just went like this. Like had like a mini seizure. Could not believe it. I was
Yeah.
like, how this is yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. I knew going into The Sixth Sense what had happened.
Ah, that sucks.
You know?
Yeah, it's a bummer.
And then I left and I was like, that was stupid. I like knew it was going to happen. It's like, yeah, you heard. Like, I was 13 or something.
Oh yeah.
I was completely
When was it?
surprised.
1998?
1999, maybe.
Oh shit. So I was 15
Yeah.
or 16.
I was completely surprised by it. Saw it in the theater. I loved the twist experience.
Loved it.
And of not having that spoiled for me. Same thing with Usual Suspects and their Kevin Spacey. But that one I did not have the twist spoiled for me, and so like experiencing it for the first time is like, holy shit, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm
The
not a big-
twist that Kevin Spacey's a bad guy.
This
Life
doesn't add up at
imitating
all.
art,
Yeah. But my dad, who's like, he's just like, he always tries to solve movies. He like figured it out, and
The
he
Sixth Sense?
Yeah, he knew it. He knew what it was in
Whoa.
Sixth Sense.
He figured out Sixth Sense.
He
Did
did,
he
I
figure
think that
out?
was like one of the first times that was done. right? Of like he was dead the whole time, right?
Yeah.
Like, you ever see The Others?
Yeah, the
Nicole
others.
Kidman?
Yeah.
There's another one that I was
Yeah.
like,
True.
That is. Well, now our listeners are going to be double mad at you. They're pissed. We've ruined 3 30-year-old movies.
yeah,
that
it's
people are gonna be
fine.
upset
sorry.
about. I mean, hey, our listeners are bad. It's not your fault. Wags, our listeners suck.
Deep dish was great. The cheese was better.
Did
than
your
veggie.
dad
I didn't
figure
really
out
like the veggie.
Usual Suspects? That's what I had to know.
I don't know. I'll have to ask
Okay.
him.
I like the deep dish quite a bit. I also like, which was Amelia will tell you, we were making the order in our Doughboys text chain,
That's right.
and then I texted her privately. Amelia, you can speak to this if you'd like, but I said, let's order an extra pizza. Don't tell Wags. Actually, you want me to just read you the text exchange?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
This is at 12:28 a.m. I feel like we should add an extra most bestest pepperoni or cheese onto that and not tell Wags, LOL. I guess if it's cheese, he can eat it. And then Amelia said, LOL, why can't Wags know? And I said, he'll get mad that it's too much, but it'll be a hit.
Yeah,
And was I wrong?
It was a hit
Mitch?
with the hunks.
You're right on.
Yeah, it was a hit with the fucking hunks.
Yeah.
You're right on both counts. I was mad and it was good. No, I like that. I like that a lot. I think the extra most bestest, which is just basically just what they call it, the extra cheese pizza, but it's got like the right amount, right proportion of cheese. It's
Great
kind of like
proportions.
it's kind of like the cheese stick, honestly, in pizza form.
Yeah.
You
I loved
also
it.
said when you came in, you're like, I did a fun trick. I made Amelia order an extra pizza. Like it was a magic trick that you
Clever
pulled.
son of a bitch. You clever son bitch.
All right, I'll keep going. So I said, add extra most bestest cheese. We can discuss this betrayal tomorrow on the pod. Though getting one he can't eat is funniest. And then Amelia, well, LOL. And I said, may as well let him eat a slice, little bitch, LOL.
I'm pretty sure I was half asleep during this
You-
conversation.
I was up till 4 almost. I've been getting good sleep, and then last night I had to change 3 litter boxes last night.
Oh man, Wally's, Irma's, and your own.
The litter robot. When I go on the litter robot, that thing struggles to fucking. The big 3. I had to change the big 3 last night. It was a late night.
Extra most bestest cheese. I mean, I think I like the deep dish more just because I
would
like
say yes, but man, today I don't know.
cheesy.
Today maybe it was
hitting.
extra most bestest maybe won.
Yeah.
Let me just go. We got the wings. Johnno requests the wings.
Can we talk about the stuffed crazy bread before we move on to the wings?
Sure.
Just stay in Pizza Town.
Johnno said he wanted to get. Actually, this is another Mitch trick. Johnno said he wanted to get these bad boys here, which
Yes.
we got. We haven't tried them
These
yet.
are the cookie dough brownie
We
made with M&M's mini chocolate
They look
candies.
completely different than they do online.
They really do.
and we were upset that they weren't warm. I think we maybe have eaten them before, Wags. I think it's a possibility.
I can't remember.
Maybe I have, but we were sad the way they came. But Johnno had taken a screen grab of those, and then I sent them to you guys, and the stuffed crazy bread was under that. I said, Johnno wants these, and I said, I'm just gonna let the fucking stuffed cheesy bread slide because why not? But
Wait, so you didn't request the stuffed crazy
No,
bread?
I was like, let's switch it up from all the breaded cheese and do wings and then some kind of weird dessert.
yeah,
Because Johnno wants these. Everyone assumed you meant both things.
yeah, I know. It's not lying to you if I just didn't tell you everything. But
I
think
realized
they-
everybody was coming in here being like, John requested so much shit. What a piece of shit. What an asshole. And he's there on time. What a piece of shit.
I'll say this: the feast. It was a great feast. The
Yeah.
hunks are happy.
Wonderful feast.
And also still pretty cheap for all the food we got. Caesar's price point is good.
No,
This-
yes, absolutely. It's one of the again. It's kind of the reason it's the pizza of the working class. It's still
Yeah.
pretty affordable.
That CEO, I mean, he's passed away now, but he helped Rosa Parks. He kept prices low. He seems like the best you can be in that role. He seems
Yeah,
like a
sure.
good man.
Yeah.
And hopefully there's no thing about him being a bad man, but he seems like a great guy.
I mean, I'm sure there is.
The only
but it's
one
fine.
spreading bad things about him is your great grandpa.
Good old Aldous Mitchell, who I think did kill
What?
the Little Caesar CEO. I think he assassinated the Little Caesar CEO. We got to open these bad boys up.
With a 3D printed gun and then hopped on a city bike. What is the? Wait, hold on. I want to talk about the stuffed crazy bread though before we get into that.
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah,
I mean,
didn't-
it's not that good.
It's like a hot pocket filled with cheese, basically.
It didn't even seem like it was filled with cheese.
Well, not that much cheese. Yeah.
No, I took a bite into it and I was expecting some like mozzarella stick type cheese or nothing.
Not a lot.
Here's the thing: is that Domino's does a much better version of that. They do this. They do their stuffed. It's not crazy bread.
Cheesy bread.
Cheesy bread. Their cheesy bread, and their cheesy bread is pretty good.
It is good.
They also already have the regular crazy bread or the jalapeno crazy bread, which I'd just rather have.
That was better. That was a much better version.
Okay,
Yes.
we got the wings to talk about, and then we got that. I don't think their wings are very good. On my own, I got the barbecue wings. First off, the name, and I understand that they maybe just don't want to call everything crazy, but they're called Caesar wings. To me, that's a little bit confusing, even though it's Little Caesars, because Caesar is also a flavor.
Yes.
So I'm like, are these like Caesar salad seasoning wings? Sure. They're not. But I got barbecue on my own for lunch, and I thought they were bad quality wings, but the sauce was fine. And I think that was probably the case with the buffalo. I didn't have any of the buffalo today.
Johnno requested the buffalo wings, and I said, "You foolish son of a bitch! You have no idea what the hell these are not good."
Yeah.
I mean, you're not a doughboy, so I get it.
I mean, I'd never had
You've
Little
never had Little
Caesars.
Caesars,
before.
Yeah, I know, fucking idiot. But you wanted the wings. We got the wings.
Yeah.
You wanted the cheesy bread. We got the cheesy bread.
I didn't want the cheesy bread.
You want an extra pizza? We got you an extra pizza.
The wings there are not great. I don't think that they're the worst wings I've gotten at a pizza place, but they're not very good. I just wouldn't. I would never.
I would have no reason.
I don't
to
think
get
you
it.
would go to a Little Caesars for wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, if you get a side of 8 wings and someone at the party wants wings, they're fine.
Fine.
They're fine. They're fine. They're fine.
The
A
one
little
thing,
soft.
Yeah, a little soft.
the one thing I will say is Ellie had some of those, and she was like, at least it's like real food. You know what I mean? That's one thing about like a wing is like you're just like, hey, you know what? This is like a thing that is like not like it's like an animal part in sauce.
Yes, there's some protein in there.
Right.
There's something of nutritional value.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You don't have to shame us. We know that we don't have any nutritional value.
As he holds his cookie dough thing in his hand.
Wait, I want to try one too.
So what they're cookie dough brownies,
Cookie
right?
dough brownies.
Cookie dough brownie made with M&M's mini chocolate candies is the official menu item name.
They come in a little
brownie
wa-
topped with cookie dough frosting and M&M minis. I don't know. The description is the exact same thing. So this is
They come
frosting.
in a little Wags condom here. Look at this.
Okay. All right. Is there a knife or anything
Oh
back
shit!
there?
I lost the M&M into the couch
Oh, do
forever.
you need one?
I don't know if y'all want. I don't know if y'all
forever.
want to try this at all.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna rip a piece off.
Mm,
Wait, Amelia, you don't need to grab a knife. I'm just gonna rip a piece off.
There's a lot going on.
You want to walk those over? Thank you.
What am I tasting?
I think this sucks.
This is not good.
It's not good. It tastes like kind of like cardboard.
It's very Play-Doh-y.
Yes, Play-Doh. That's what it's like.
The texture is not good.
The texture is very chalky.
The chalky, the frosting, like it's not quite frosting. It's kind of like a midpoint between frosting and like graham cracker crust.
It's supposed to
kinda
be
crumbly.
cookie dough, right?
It is.
These suck. I'm just
Really
eating it to
fucking
get
bad.
rid of it. I want it out of my life.
It's
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. I don't want that.
Did any of you have them?
Yeah, I don't like that. I regret
it
eating
sucks,
that.
right? Thumbs down. Casey
Bad.
skipping it.
I skipped it based on everyone's glowing reviews.
The texture on the top of that like brown stuff on top, when Amelia grabbed it and broke it, looked like, you know, that foam stuff kids play with that you can like shape and turn into different
Yeah,
colors,
yeah.
and it
Sand?
exactly. That's
Kinetic
kind of
sand.
kinetic sand.
Yeah.
That's like kind of what that
Yep.
looks like.
Oh, you know, Kinetic Sand, but not Empty Nest theme song.
That was dog shit. Can I say just kind of a general theory?
Can I
of
say
mine?
something about this?
Yeah, please.
That I requested the
Ungapachka.
shittiest stuff.
It is Ungapachka. Too much going on.
What's your theory? Go ahead.
I don't ever need a pizza place dessert. I think like the chain pizza dessert just does
Alright.
not need to exist.
Yep.
You disagree?
No, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Well, you remember that hot fudge brownie they had at Domino's?
Which I think does still exist.
That was
and it is
pretty good. It was
Maybe
like
that
a
should be the only
brownie
one that
volcano.
can exist. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it could be the exception that breaks that you know, I said the wrong way. The exception that proves the rule, but also it could. I'm also. Do I even need that? Like, if
No,
from Domino's,
you're
I don't
right.
really need
like when
that.
you finish from a chain pizza place, you're not jonesing for a chocolate piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know what
especially that. That's fucking nasty.
Here, the real exception that proves the rule is the BJ's Pizookie, which is an incredible dessert, one of the best chain restaurant desserts. But that's also a sit down place.
Yes.
And that's like you might have something other than pizza.
Well, it's
so.
also the thing that we talk about of like all these corporations that then try to do everything. It's like, what was the place that used to have yogurt in the name and now it just is
Yogurt Land?
Yeah, it's just land.
It's just
now.
land now. It's really weird. Really weird move for them.
or how Dunkin' Donuts has become
Dunkin' Donuts is now Dunkin', yes.
I hate that.
I hate that too. And also Dunkin' Donuts started in Quincy, Massachusetts.
Yes.
Crumble cookies now crumble.
Crumble.
Or maybe it was always crumble. But all of these Sean Parker,
but they also like because the
Jamba Juice.
Jamba Juice is now Jamba.
That is actually what I was thinking of. It wasn't yogurt. It was just Jamba. It's that sort of thing of like, I don't need to like buy Band-Aids at Jamba Juice. I don't need to have fucking dessert. It doesn't make any sense. I don't need this
Why
shit.
is Jamba Juice selling Band-Aids?
Why
What are they
selling
doing?
Band-Aids?
Did you get Band-Aids at Jamba Juice recently?
Yeah.
Because I'm worried.
Got a fucking acai bowl and
The fucking Band-Aid.
cold compress. What the fuck's going on here?
I'm just saying, there's no like it's chains trying to do more than they have to do.
Yeah, I agree.
Which Little Caesars
agree.
actually is one that's like they kind of do the more of the basics, but there's the wings and this, like, you just don't need to do that.
I think there's
you
also
can
an
do
element
any
of-
cheese bread you want. You know what I mean?
I think there's also an element of like, this is such a family meal, and sometimes the kids want a dessert, and
Sure.
so like
Yeah.
they have this and brownies as well. I just think they should be warmed up in the oven.
Yeah, you can just tell that this is a secondary thought for them too, and that's
100%.
why it looks like this and tastes like.
And that's why it's made in a factory kitchen and comes in plastic.
Yeah,
instead of
what the
make
fuck?
make it in store. I don't know. Warm it up for me,
Can I say something about that?
please.
I disagree. I think it should be colder. I think
frozen.
I think it should be
Interesting.
much colder.
Yeah.
I think she actually took it out of the fridge or a freezer. She took it from a cold area.
Interesting.
I think warming it up would make it fall apart more. I think the key is for it to be cold because that's what cookie dough is. It's
It
a
might
cold
be
thing.
like a cookie ice cream cookie sandwich.
So
It's one of
is this a
those.
skill issue on our part?
Yeah.
Were we supposed to have eaten that right away, and while it was cold?
If it is supposed to be frozen, it's almost disturbing that it hasn't melted or anything now that it's warm.
I'll also say that when I went to the location where I picked mine up, I saw these just sitting on the shelf. They were just at room temp. They weren't refrigerated, but
We can give it to the hunks. We'll see what they think. In between their salads.
Oh, another brown thing.
I saw one in the toilet earlier.
And now I made one. Oh no! I can't go to the Christmas party tonight.
And they're not too stuffed between their salads, pizza, and injecting themselves with the substance. That's why the hunks come in here every other week, is they're on the substance.
yeah, it's a big gnarled version of them back at their apartment.
The other version of them is making workout videos.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Mitch, what do you want your 2025 story to be?
I think I wanted it to be an action story.
I want my 20. Well, that's not what I want for my 2025 story. I want my 2025 story to be a story of self-discovery and self-reflection. And each January brings you 365 blank pages waiting to be filled. 366 in a leap year.
Wow.
In
There
20
and back again, a Nick Weiger story.
In 2025, maybe you're ready for a plot twist, or maybe there's a part of your story you've been waiting to revise.
Life isn't about resolutions that fade by February. It's about picking up the pen and becoming the author of your own life. Think of therapy as your editorial partner, helping you write new chapters and create the meaningful story you deserve to live.
Mitch, you and I have both benefited from therapy, as have many of our loved ones.
Yeah, get back in there.
I'm in there.
Me too.
You get back in there.
Maybe I will. Like I told you, It's like going to the gym, Wags. I got to get back in there too.
Yeah.
It's getting the gunk out.
It's helpful for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself, and it isn't just for those who have experienced major trauma. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide.
Access a diverse network of more than 30,000 credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties. Easily switch therapists anytime at no extra cost.
Write your story with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/doughboys today to get 10% off your first month.
That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/doughboys. Do it.
All right, we should get to our fork score. So, Johnno, here's how this will work. We will each go around. We will give a closing argument, if you will, some final thoughts on Little Caesars, and then we'll end by giving it a fork score. Now, here's what I'd like to propose to you, Mitch.
Mm-hmm.
I think Johnno should go last because I think I know where you and I are going to land.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just kick this thing off first. I'm now saying for the third time that this is the pizza of the working class. I think I still have the strongest argument. You can maybe say Costco because Costco's pizza is so cheap, but also
Costco working class.
This
it's
is
a membership.
You have
to
the
get
membership.
Into,
That's the thing. So it's more of a little bit more of a middle class thing. I like how affordable Little Caesars is. I love how you can get still you get a hot and ready. I know it's not $5 anymore, but still just cheap, and that can fill be a working man's lunch, or that can fill up a small family.
It brings the boom.
It brings the boom. Boom.
Oh, no.
Boom. 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 Boom.
5 booms.
Did you not do it for me? You weren't going to do it with me?
Oh, you want him to go boom, 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 boom.
Thank you.
Can I do one?
Yeah.
Boom! 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 Boom!
Oh, shit.
That was cool as hell.
I like that you did that and you have no idea what the fuck it is.
No clue. It just seemed like a lot of fun, and let me tell you something, it was.
Yeah, it's a fucking blast. I like that it's affordable. I think the quality of pizza, in terms of what they do, I think their quality of pizza is quite high. For the price point. And I think you compare it to the sort of the big four, the Mount Rushmore of U.S. pizza chains, Domino's, Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, and Papa John's. It's my second favorite after Domino's. And I like Domino's quite a bit.
Yeah.
I think Little Caesars deserves 4.5 forks, and that's where I'm going to land. Mitch, let's go to you.
Wags, you steered me wrong on Power Hour Eve, on Thanksgiving Eve.
How so?
You told me to get the Brooklyn style pizza from Domino's.
Yeah, I like the Brooklyn style.
Pan pizza from Domino's is the way to go.
Wow.
The handmade, hand-tossed pan. Everyone on that text chain was wrong. Everyone was wrong.
Well, all right. You're asking for our input. We're saying what we like.
Everyone on that text chain was ordering Taco Bell.
Everyone did order Taco Bell. So actually, everyone on that text chain was right. I was the one who was wrong. I shouldn't have ordered Domino's. Domino's is probably, we've said this before, people are like, Domino's is lousy pizza. It's like, well, sometimes you're in the mood for Domino's.
It's true.
It's different from being in the mood for good pizza. Sometimes I want north of Brooklyn type pizza. Sometimes I want to go to Quarter Sheets Wags. That's one of my favorite restaurants in LA. You got to go. You can come with me if you'd like.
Love to.
Wags is supposed to go. He's never been.
I'd love to go.
You're not invited in our crew.
What are you talking about?
With us too? I mean, first of all, you're not going to come.
I would come.
Ugh,
One
God.
night out,
Let
we
him
get pizza
come.
with friends. I'd come.
Ugh. All right, fine. You're invited.
Wow, when are you going?
I don't know.
All right, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Figure it out.
Want to go tonight and skip the Headgum party?
We'd have more fun. Hold on. Okay, I found this in the Power Hour text thread. Is handmade pan or Brooklyn style better at Domino's? This is Mitch. I said I like Brooklyn. It gets a heart
This is
from Emma
after
and a thumbs up from
everybody is
Gabrus.
drunk. Everyone
Yes.
in this
That
thread
is
is
true.
actively drunk.
This is I am up so late. It's 10:57 p.m. Mitch says, "Wow, Gilly, our buddy Gilly Nassim, also a writer for Twisted Metal.
That's right. Who we went to
season two coming soon.
Mimi's with. Yep.
Season 2 coming soon to Peacock. Says Brooklyn. Emma says Brooklyn for sure. Mitch, you order the Brooklyn.
I did.
You did.
Well,
That's not even, I always get the pan pizza. From
you get a
Domino's.
Doughboys demerit.
11:12
said
p.m. Mitch says, I usually go pan, but went with a consensus. I pray you are all right.
Pray.
Mitch, I'm so sorry. Drunk, I'm alive to you.
11:49 p.m. Betsy Sodaro, we just ate, all caps, so much Taco Bell. And then Mitch replies, Domino's was so bad, I fucked up.
Which in reality, you guys fucked up.
No, it's still on you.
Yeah,
I can
know.
hear Mitch saying, fucked up. Fucked up.
I was just laying on my couch. Not that I wasn't that.
I fucked up.
I drank about 6 to 7 beers and had a couple shots of Jägermeister.
Oh, that'll do it.
This was in an hour. It was the power hour. But I felt pretty good.
I felt okay too. Oscar Montoya, by the way, also then just replied with a screenshot of Godzilla -1.
Yeah,
That was a fun text thread.
He was sober.
Yeah,
Oscar, and he was being hilarious.
Yeah,
everyone was being hilarious. It was a fun night. Domino's is my number one place for like non-good, like
chain pizza.
Yeah, for and I mean like even people call it shitty. I'm like, yeah, I still think,
but it's good.
Think highly of Domino's in many ways. I love Little Caesars, and I like Domino's is like a 5-forker for me. This place, if you get the hits, if you get the extra most bestest pizza, it's in the Golden Plate Club for me, and I'm honestly deciding whether it should be 5 forks, and I think I'm gonna. The CEO is a good man. It's working class. It's affordable. It's hot and ready. I wish there was more of a delivery component. I mean, that's where Domino's. But you know what?
This is their whole thing. First off, you can get it delivered. I think it's through a third-party service. But part of how they're able to keep costs down is that they are not delivery focused; they're pickup focused.
Yeah. Which is good. It's a good thing.
I like
too.
that.
Yeah. I'm going 5 forks.
Wow, 5 forks from the spoon, man.
Yeah.
All right, John.
I mean, this is one of the chains you probably should root for. I mean, they're all evil in a way. But the guy was the CEO. What's his name again?
I don't have it in front of me.
He's a good. It sounds like he was a good man.
I'm sure he had some problems, but yes, in general, among the class of titans of industry who, versus someone like who was the piece of shit who ran Andy Puzder, the guy who ran Carl's Jr. Hardee's. There's some real pieces of shit. Papa John, obviously, in that sector, and so yeah, it's compared to everyone else. What I was going to say is I forgot. What were we just you were saying something else. What was it?
Domino's delivery.
Oh, pickup delivery. Oh, I was going to say about the marketing. That's another reason I feel like you're to root for Little Caesars. Pizza. It's a fun little guy. Their advertising is pretty quirky. I think their marketing is a lot of fun. All right, Johnno, it falls to you. No pressure, because I honestly just want you to say
more fun than the Noid. Well, the Noid is gone forever. Well, he lives on with us, with Koalik.
Is the Noid more fun than Little Caesar? That feels like an episode.
It does. That's a future episode. You can come back for that if you'd like.
All right.
I wonder if the Noid made an appearance at our live show. That's a big question.
I wonder. People will know now.
They'll know now. We don't have any ideas yet, so probably is my answer.
We asked Johnno. He says no.
We get a Little Caesar guy.
Yeah. I'd be the Little Caesar guy anytime. It's so fun to say pizza.
It's pretty damn good.
Look,
Johnno's in a motion capture suit doing the Little Caesar movie next week.
Pizza.
All right. Look. Domino's, out of those 4 heavyweights, Domino's has got to be number 1. And I think it's far and away number 1. I think if you're kind of hungover or you're just having a lazy Sunday and you're watching football, Little Caesars will do. I also want to call it Lil Caesars for some reason.
I know, and it's not. It's not.
It is
Little
Caesars.
Little Caesars.
It is little, teensy, baby Caesar.
Pizza.
Here's my biggest problem with it is that there's like no sauce on anything. I know they give you those big jugs, but it just a lot of it to me just tasted like bread. You know, there wasn't enough.
We like bread.
There wasn't enough flavor for me. Like when you get the cheesy bread from Domino's, there's like some garlic sprinkles and there's some pop to it a little bit. And I didn't get that with Little Caesars.
Yeah, this is all cheesening. It's not like seasoning.
It's
you
all
know?
cheesening,
Yeah.
and I didn't get enough flavor. Now, I was originally going to say 3.5 forks, but I think you're right. The marketing is really fun.
Pizza.
God bless Rosa Parks.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it 4.5 forks.
4.5 forks.
Oh
Wow,
my
welcome
God, a
back
whole
to
point
the Golden
up.
Plate
Yeah,
Club.
whole point.
Little
I love it.
Caesars.
Whole point.
You have rejoined the elite and chain restaurant.
Now, I will-
Emma with a small golf clap there. That was very
I
nice.
will take a half a fork away if we find out that CEO is as bad as Mitch's great grandfather thought he was.
I'm sure our listeners will tell us.
Yeah.
And then we'll get in trouble.
I've had the Chronicles of Narnia in my head ever since you said Lazy Sunday.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I
that's
have-
so fun.
yeah,
What a
yeah.
good bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A good fun song, Wags.
Fun song.
Fun song. Hey, that was a review of Little Caesars. It's time for a segment. I've got a food-related exam, and Mitch and Johnno must compete for superiority. It's Slop Quiz, and this is Slop Quiz True or False, movie tie-in menu
Wow.
or movie lie-in men know.
Oh,
I'll read the
What
description.
the hell does
wait!
that
Did
mean?
you do this, Amelia?
She did.
You look
I'll-
very satisfied for a second.
I'll
I'm
read-
not.
She sat back, put her hands behind her head, put a
Satisfied
cigar
with
in.
The title that the Wags came up with at the end, the tie-in men know.
Yeah, though the title I altered a little bit, but the game is all Amelia. I'll read the description of a movie tie-in menu, and you tell me if it really existed or was made up by our
You guys know the
associate producer,
Chronicle
Amelia
of
Marino.
Narnia, right?
Yeah,
The you know Lazy Sunday.
Yes.
Yes.
So
So
we
say-
look like old men singing Lazy Sunday at this point. That made me feel fucking. How old
That'll
is
be
that?
that'll be
now?
us.
It's
in
like 15 years
Yeah, it
old.
was like 15
20
years
years
ago.
old almost.
Yeah, it is.
2009 maybe.
Right? Yeah.
I think even before that, maybe. I think 2006, 2007. Yikes!
Yeesh.
That's getting up there.
Yeah, that'll be us in a retirement home someday.
Singing the Chronicles of Narnia.
That was a good bit when I was young.
And Chris Parnell was older than most people.
Oh, okay, sure. All right, so I'll read the description. Tell me if it's true, or false. False. So if it was real or made up.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Okay.
First up.
True, chew, or false is just false still.
Yeah, I think so.
How about food?
Okay, chew or food.
True, all right, chew or food. Okay.
Okay, number one, and you can interject at any time, but I advise you to let me read the entire prompt.
Okay.
Number one, IHOP's Grinch menu in 2018 featuring the following items: Grinch's green pancakes, Whoville holiday cheesecake
Mitch.
French toast,
I
minty
say-
Who hot chocolate, and Who roast beast omelet.
It's chew.
It's chew.
You both get it. Yes, it is. This is chew. All right, next up.
Easy one to start with.
Yeah, well, it's number one.
Sounds like things are gonna get a little trickier.
No, I'm just saying, like that's the way. Yeah, that means
It
Amelia
eased
did a
you
good
in.
job.
It's like Who Wants a Millionaire? The
Right.
first question is
Who wants a
Who wants a millionaire?
who wants a millionaire?
You know, where they have a bunch of millionaires and
You
they
can choose
just
one.
auction them off to 4 people.
All right, next up. Baskin Robbins Mitchell versus the Machines menu in 2021.
Mm.
Rocky Road Trip, Rainbow Robot Orange Sherbet, and Pal Pistachio.
I'm gonna say chew.
I'm going to say food.
Johnno gets it. It is food or false. There was no Mitchell versus the Machines menu from Baskin
No one
Robbins.
gave a shit about that movie.
Hey! It had my name in the fucking title.
Yeah,
I actually
you weren't in it.
I never got
Yeah.
around to seeing Mitchell versus the Machines. I heard it was good. I heard it was a
I'm
fun
sure
animated
it
movie.
was, but it was one of those that isn't like Disney, so nobody, or Pixar.
Right, it
nobody
didn't
went to
have. Yeah,
see
it didn't have the lasting cultural footprint. All right, next up.
Johnno's up. Fuck.
From Johnno to Johnny, Johnny Rocket's Kong Skull Island menu in 2017, the Hickory Smoked Peppered Bacon Cheeseburger, the Route 66 Mushroom Swiss Burger, and Street Tots.
Chew.
Mitch says chew.
I'm going to say food.
Mitch takes it. This one,
I knew this one.
you know this one, Mitch, because we had it on the podcast,
We had it on the
with
podcast.
Eugene Cordero, who was in that movie.
It seems like there's a handicap going on.
There was a, well, this is the thing. Mitch and I don't remember a lot of the episodes we've done.
I actually didn't
true.
remember. I actually didn't remember that we did it on the podcast, but I was like, but I was like, I feel like this is real.
Were
I
those
believe you,
really?
I believe you.
Those are really the items they called it the Route 66 Mushroom Swiss Burger.
Yeah, I guess.
Because I remember they had
sucks.
like a Kong shake. They had like a banana shake, and they had like, but the actual it feels like they didn't put any effort into
Oh,
I
the
like that.
savory
The
side.
Kong shake, the
Yeah.
banana
A banana
That's
shake.
A nice,
We did do
that's
that.
nice.
Yeah, that was fun.
Speaking of handicap, you know, the last Christmas gift my dad ever gave me were a set of golf clubs. I really need to. You're a links man, like we said. We didn't get into it too much. I sidetracked it by yelling at you about being in a clubhouse.
Uh-huh.
I feel like, you know what, as a boy, like not a boy, but like when I was younger, the idea of like a Shirley Temple in a golf club.
Oh,
that's
sounds
the
fantastic.
best.
Yeah.
That's what you do the 19th hole when you were a boy.
Yeah. I want to golf again. I know you're a big golfer.
We'll do it anytime you want.
You're too good though.
We could go to like a short course.
Sure.
Just mess around. It's
yeah.
all about the 19th hole anyway, right?
There you go.
You know what I'm talking about.
I do now. Oh yeah.
Hey, Danny DeVito's teeing off in front of us. This is a short course. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
Mitch is teeing off him because of his hog.
I get allowed in. I have to show my hog.
You must be 6'3". This is a short course. 1 second.
Oh my God!
Get on the first tee.
Front of the line. I think I would have to go to the driving range and then take a couple lessons. But I would like to golf. It would be fun.
That would be
out and
fun.
Golf. Yeah.
Or we could just go to the driving range.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that would be a mess. I would have to take a lesson and then go to the driving range.
And then we would go to the far right side so you don't shank it and hit anybody.
That's
Oh,
smart.
Good
You know,
tip.
once, speaking about the Celtics, when I was at that country club as a kid,
Mhm.
I shanked a ball between Bob Cousy's legs.
Oh my
Whoa.
God.
Yeah.
Celtics legend.
Yes.
How
Wow.
about that?
He turned around and he just really stared me down in a pretty angry way.
Wow. That's intense.
And I just stood there frozen. yeah.
Yeah, that's terrifying. That's like
That's amazing.
I worked at a golf club after I was a garbage man one summer, and then
That's
the
right.
next 2 summers I worked at a golf club.
Yeah.
Much better.
Yeah.
And I saw Walter McCarty there.
Oh, really?
I love Walter.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wait, I just want to recap. I think you've got 2.
All even.
It's all even. Yes, we both
2-2.
did the Grinch menu,
Mhm.
and we're split on the Mitchell Machines and the Kong Skull Island. Okay, next up, number 4, Howard Johnson's 2001: A Space Odyssey kids menu in 1968. This included the Happy Clown, which is a spaghetti with Italian-style tomato sauce dish, a Jack Horner, which was a PB&J sandwich, ice cream, sherbet, or Jello, and Tommy Tucker, sliced roast turkey, potato, vegetable roll, and butter, and a Little Boy Blue, grilled hamburger patty, and potato. Was this chew or food?
This is so much stuff that I'm like, did you guys really make this up? And my answer is
I know.
yes, you did. Food.
I agree. I say food.
This was real. There
Oh
was a
my
Howard
God.
Johnson's 2001: A Space Odyssey kids menu. How did you find that?
Too much specifics. I should.
I googled like old tie-in menus, and that was one that showed up.
I'm surprised.
That's
This
crazy.
This again, unless I'm missing something, and I've seen 2001 a number of times, I don't know what the connection of the menu names is to the.
It was
the
Jack
movie.
Horner like a character in
It
the
doesn't
movie?
seem like they are that related. So Howard Johnson's that doesn't exist anymore, right?
No, I
Like,
think there might be one left.
Aren't they like hotels now
It's a
or
hotel
something?
chain that has, it's a hotel chain and then had
You have
the
free
restaurants.
breakfast.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Guess you know where it started? Quincy, Massachusetts.
That's right.
Really?
As well as Duncan.
Yeah.
They had this comic book, and then it had a menu on it, and it was called like the 2001 Space Odyssey kids menu. And then at the bottom of the comic book, it had these items with how much it cost.
Wow.
So I don't know how it relates to 2001, but it was there.
Your great grandpa Hal from the movie.
All right, next up, it's still 2-2. Cracker.
By the way, I just want to give a shout. The North Quincy won the Thanksgiving Day game against Quincy High,
Your old high school.
my old high school.
There you go.
They were in they were the number 1 play in Sports Center's top 10 on
Whoa.
Thanksgiving night.
What was the play?
this quarterback who I guess the quarterback's really good. I wish I could say remember his name because I would give him a shout out. I think Giamba or something.
Jamba Juice.
Jamba. I think he just goes by Jamba now.
Jamba now. Yeah.
He.
You don't need to lower his social status at school by mentioning him on the Doughboys podcast. Just let him be the quarterback hunk.
Yeah, never a good thing to. It was never a good thing when you associate yourself with me at North Quincy. But he like scrambled in the last like minute of the game and like threw a Hail Mary, and the kid caught it in the end zone and like tied up, and then they went on to win.
Wow.
Wow.
Next up. All right. Cracker Barrel's Hillbilly Elegy menu in 2020. Mama's Chicken Casserole, JD's Homemade Ham and Cranberry Sauce, and Country Pumpkin Soup. Is this true or false? True or food?
Food.
You say food. Mitch?
Can you say it again? I'm looking at the play. It's pretty fucking good. You were
Cracker Barrels.
You were a good
Wait,
football
you're just
player.
watching the play. You're not looking for the name to shout him out.
The play is fucking good. I got his a senior quarterback. The balloons are up. What is everyone pointing at?
The TV had an ad up for Matlock.
Meets Indiana Jones.
Yeah. No, the trailer was
His name is senior quarterback Mike Galligan. So
Wow.
congrats. Yeah,
Mike Galligan.
You're right there with Giamba. Where did that come from?
You knew a G was in there.
I wish I could find the name of the wide receiver who caught it too, because that was pretty impressive. Anyways, big waste of time there.
Do you think this hillbilly elegy thing is true or false?
Cracker Barrel's Hillbilly Elegy menu in 2020.
Food. I don't even have to hear anything.
Yes, you both get a point. This one was made up by Amelia.
Thank you, Johnno.
No problem.
Yeah, thank you, Johnno. All right, 2 left. Number 6, Wendy's Harry Potter menu back in 2005. The Tri-Wizard Triple Stack, Hogwarts Lemon Pepper Onion Rings, and Dumbledore's Army of Fries.
I was finishing the play again, but can you just repeat it one last time?
Wendy's Harry Potter menu back in 2005. Tri-Wizard Triple Stack, Hogwarts Lemon Pepper Onion Rings, Dumbledore's Army of Fries.
Food.
I'm going to say chew.
Mitch takes it.
Damn it.
Here's what I would have sniffed this one out because
It's Wendy's, baby.
Wendy's is not going to do
never
it.
does that shit.
Yeah, and they're not going to do it. Well, they did just do the SpongeBob thing, but that was a little out of character.
Wendy's is changing.
But they also
It's not good.
Lemon Pepper Onion Rings is too early in 2000.
Yeah,
that wouldn't have gotten there.
point.
All right, finally.
Steve-O texted me the other day, Wags, and it was like, I just had a spicy chicken sandwich from Wendy's.
Yeah.
It's bad. I said it was bad.
Wendy's used to be my favorite.
Wendy's is gone.
was-
Wendy's is low.
Wendy's is
downhill.
Wendy's. This is
There's another episode. We'll figure out what's
Yeah.
up with Wendy's.
they got to
'cause it's-
change. I say this in a pleasant way.
Yeah.
The CEOs need to be tossed out.
Right.
I'm saying that. No, I'm saying that in the. So very clearly, I do not condone violence in any way. You know this
sure.
about me. I don't like any.
The
I don't,
CEO should leave peacefully.
the CEO should leave peacefully.
Peaceful
Yeah.
transfer of power handed over to new leadership.
Yes, not tossed out a window.
Finally, this is and let's see. It's Mitch has 4, Johnno has 3. This is the final one. This will be determinative.
This is worth 2 points, so you kids still get it.
Oh, it's worth 2 points. Okay, here we
yeah,
go.
Why not?
5.
Wait, is there a tiebreaker?
No.
All right.
Okay.
This one's worth 2 points.
All right,
Okay,
it's
this
worth
one's
2.
worth 2 points.
Okay.
5 Guys Fantastic Four menu back in 2015. The Human Torch Burger, Fantastic 5 Guys Cheese Fries, and Invisible Woman Cookies and Cream Milkshake.
Okay,
Food.
this is food. Yeah,
Absolutely food.
Yeah.
So you
I
both
couldn't
get
even-
2 points and Mitch wins.
Let's call it a tie.
We'll call it a tie. Tie goes to the
goes to
guest.
the guest.
One.
All right, fine. I'm North Quincy. You're Quincy. You're wearing Quincy colors. Blue and white is the Quincy colors.
Huh, how about that?
Wow.
Wait, what are North Quincy colors?
Black and red.
Wow,
Knock
that's
'em dead. Yeah.
classic rivalry. Black and red versus blue and white.
That's right.
Mm.
Yeah.
The I will say that one was a little tricky because there was a Fantastic Four menu, Mitch, that we had on the podcast, but it was at Denny's.
That's right. I do.
I feel like I've
remember
never heard of Five Guys.
Five
doing
Guys does not do
any-
that shit.
Yeah,
no, they
yeah.
absolutely do not do
that.
that
The
shit.
Thing Burger. I remember
The Thing Burger. Thing Burger was good,
Yeah.
and
Burger.
the Invisible
Mhm.
Woman one had Invisible Woman syrup. It was the
Right.
clear syrup, just kind of Peter
Yeah.
North onto the top of the stack of
Sounds
pancakes.
vaguely sexual.
Yeah.
Well,
Vaguely.
Peter North onto that's
Peter
North.
North.
which is, by the way, from Canada, porn star.
Huh.
My neurologist is calling.
Do you need to answer it?
Live on the
I mean,
pod,
yeah,
let's
but
go.
it's fine.
Okay, we're almost at the finish line here. Just like a restaurant about your feedback, let's open the feedback. Today's email is from Jerry from Kingston, Pennsylvania. Jerry writes, "Hi, Doe family, a long time listener. I've been listening and watching videos of rug cleaning and lawnmowers, weed whackers to help me fall asleep. It got me thinking, what would be some good food prep sounds that would be good listening? First thought, maybe the patented Chili's fajitas sounds. Good pitch. I thought of sounds of a fast food or diner kitchen. Have a few more ideas, but would be interested in hearing your thoughts. Shout out to Emma and Jemmy taking the time out a year ago to respond to a message during a difficult time. I appreciate you all." That was nice of you.
Hey.
Yeah. All right, let's. Jemmy's not here, by the way, because of the holiday party.
Yeah, Jemmy's not a party animal.
Yeah.
She's more of an introvert, so.
Yeah. So if you're like, "There's no Jemmy here today. What's going on with my episode? Where's Jemmy?" Blame the hunks. They want to have a big party, and so we couldn't bring Jemmy in here because she couldn't handle all the commotion.
That's bullshit. Wait, so what does he want the sounds for?
He wants to know what's a good sound to fall asleep to. A food sound.
the
But I think also
sizzling of
any
the-
sound.
The fajitas. I mean,
That's a great
he
one.
answered
This
is kind of
really
his own
good.
question.
Yeah.
I feel like.
How about like when you get a good pour from a soda fountain?
Oh, that's
You
pretty
get
good.
that
Also
powerful
just,
stream.
Honestly, even just like a.
Oh yeah, that's really good.
Dude, this is an ASMR podcast. What about just like salt?
Doughboys.
What about like salt shakers? Could
Oh
you
my
do some
God.
salt shakers?
Mitch, that's
for
gonna be
us?
so annoying.
You're gonna hate that.
Mitch is tapping
You
into
have
the
to
microphone.
Leave
and-
this on. So it's
No,
like,
this gets this now. They get the
You have to do it like this.
fuck. He's pretty good at it.
This is really nice.
Fuck. He's really fucking good. He's really good at it.
I'm really being very good at this right now.
He's really doing a good job.
That's salt and vinegar.
what? Vinegar.
How about vinegars? I like salt and you know
I
maybe
like salt and vinegar.
I love salt and vinegar chips.
Me too.
Lay's great salt and vinegar chips.
Great salt.
Maybe, yeah, make like I think you were saying like a salt shaker
Yeah.
or like an oregano shaker with a little bit more. Yeah.
Some of that would be good.
How about a like when you get whipped cream out of a can, you get like.
That's pretty
Ooh,
good.
you know?
That's good. That's
Real fun.
good.
How about
yeah.
this one? A big fat Italian guy. Pizza's up.
That's fun.
Let me fill out my voting ballot. Trump. There we go.
I just don't know what she stands for.
Anyway, time to stir the marinara. I know I could talk there for a second. What else?
What's up with your people, Amelia?
I will say Michael Imperioli from The Sopranos is very vocally anti-Trump.
That's true. We
So,
love
breaking
Imperial.
stereotypes.
We love Imperial. He's great.
He's not really Italian.
Not anymore, Ian. He's kicked out of the family.
Any food sounds over there at the dais? Any food sounds y'all like?
I can't think of food sounds, but I always like the sound of like when I was a kid and you were like homesick and I could hear my dad making dinner in the kitchen and I was just like kind of asleep on the couch, just like background noise.
Distant
kind of.
sizzling and
Oh,
simmering.
But
that's
like kind of
good.
far away, not
Yeah.
necessarily right here. You know?
No, that's
making
great.
me think of like boiling water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boiling
Oh,
water.
boiling
is
water
nice.
is good. That's
Right?
good. That's
Yeah.
good.
Like a simmering cauldron.
Yeah.
How about potatoes getting boiled? This is our territory.
there you
Potatoes
go.
getting
Hey.
boiled.
Stirring a pot of mac and cheese. I
Yeah,
don't know if
I-
that's something you want to
with
fall
a
asleep
wooden
to, but
spoon.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Important.
That's huge. I used to hate when. Ugh.
Yo,
I shouldn't
don't even talk about it. Don't even.
You know what I'm gonna say?
I know what you're gonna say.
People biting their forks.
Oh yeah, that's bad. That's rough.
I don't
That's
like
rough
that.
stuff. I don't
You
like.
don't
that.
like it either.
It makes my teeth hurt.
I know that's
Yeah.
why we're boys.
Yep.
My sister and
I kind of like it.
my dad would do it. My sister and I used to hate it. Ugh.
Yeah,
my
it's
brother
awful.
does
It's
that.
awful.
He
I hate
like
it.
bites the fork before he pulls it out of his mouth, and it makes my spine tingle.
It's like,
Casey, I just see Casey wincing. It's really, it's
It's
a very
funny.
visceral
Everyone
sound.
here hates it because there's so many people that just used to do it. And I was like, why are you
why
doing
are you
that?
doing that? Who taught you that?
Yeah.
Some
yeah.
people like inflicting pain on others.
My dad wouldn't.
it's
My dad
fun.
would do it like accidentally sometimes, but still.
Yeah,
oof.
sure.
How about this for a sound?
Says the person who just took the mic screen off and was tip tapping the metal.
Yeah, those people are annoying. Anyways,
How about breakfast being made? Like crack of an egg,
Ooh,
throw it
that's
into a
good.
hot pan, you know?
here's
Yeah.
another one
Oh
too.
yeah, onions hitting a hop.
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
fun.
that's good.
I think Mitch has another one.
Yeah, how about this one? Tasty.
That would be great if you want nightmares.
Who is that? Who's that guy?
It's some guy who just had something really tasty.
Tasty. Time to fill out my ballot.
Is that the Little Caesars guy or what?
Pizza.
It's damn good.
He's an RFK guy.
Oh, God.
Who, the Little Caesar guy?
Yeah.
Why is Little Caesar an RFK guy?
I don't know. I just decided.
Not after making those cookie crumble things.
That's true. That's actually very
Those nightmares.
anti-RFK.
Yeah, that's anti.
You actually, I mean, need Casey to do it.
I don't agree with that.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. The way that
I don't like how small he is. And how he says pizza. Oh my God.
Johnno,
Pretty good.
Johnno's an impressionist.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this.
I can pick it up on it. It's pretty obvious.
I've got 2 impressions.
You do a great Trump, and you do Tom Hanks too, don't you?
You're Tom Hanks too. Yeah.
Wow.
We won't pimp you, as they say, the word that's been
Yes,
not
you can't
used
say
any
that
longer, and I
anymore.
still continue to say it.
Yeah. All right. I'll do Tom Hanks real quick.
I'll be honest with you. I love Little Caesars. It's so good.
Wow, that was good.
I give it 5 out of 5 forks.
Wow. That's pretty damn good. I told you he's the man, and
Yeah.
you don't get to hang with him as much as I do. We're going to go to probably quarter sheets alone. You're not.
I might tag along.
Yeah.
If you have a question or comment about the world of chain restaurants, you can email us at feedbag@birdfuck.com or leave us a voicemail at 830-GODO. That's 830-463-6844. And hey, to get the Doughboys Double R weekly bonus episode plus our entire pre-2018 back catalog, subscribe at patreon.com/Doughboys. Our producer is Emma Erdbrink. Our associate producer is Amelia Marino. Our engineer is Casey Donahue. And our video editor is Mike Dorfman. Our guest today, Johnno Wilson. What a treat. Please come back.
Wow.
Man, how about,
Thanks for
what if
having
we
me.
did Top Golf? That would be fun. They got food there.
Ooh. Now that I love.
All right,
And guess what?
We'll make that happen.
You ain't coming, Koozie.
Sorry, Koozie, you ain't
You ain't
invited.
invited.
Sorry,
Hey,
Koozie.
you can't
It's not for you.
It's not for you. Yeah, you're gonna give us. You're gonna give my boy the stink eye. You're not
Nah,
invited.
you're not coming.
You're not coming.
I hope he doesn't die after this record before the episode comes
Sure,
out.
yeah. Yeah, that would be unfortunate.
Bad timing.
Next episode, it's another bad week for CEOs and Bob Cousy.
Johnno Wilson, Twisted Metal Season 2 is
The
coming.
Wendy's CEO has been thrown out a window by Mike Mitchell.
Twisted Metal Season 2 is coming soon to Peacock. Do we know? Is it 2025? Do we know a date yet?
They haven't told us a date, and I can't even guess the date.
But that will all be figured out.
yeah.
Look for it real soon.
2025. Yeah.
Subscribe if you're not subscribed to Peacock. Sign up for it. Support Mitch. Support Johnno. Johnno, anything else you want to plug?
We have. I'll say this. Oh God, I don't even.
You
know
have.
we have a lot of fun together.
You
this
have.
season.
You
Yes,
have
we
a.
do.
You have
Yeah.
students
We have a lot of
that I
fun.
know
Yeah,
that you're both involved. in,
Yes.
Which
yes.
people are going to really have a strong take on.
Yes.
I'm not saying this super vague, like trying to say this super vaguely, but yeah,
Let's
Yeah.
just say that
people are going to react to it.
They're going to burn out their DVR. I don't even know what to say now. What I'm like? They're going to
Roku?
They're going to burn out their
Fire stick.
Fire Stick. There's some stuff. Look, there's some stuff.
Yeah.
Fuck! I shouldn't have said anything.
Do you want to just take it again?
Look, there's some stuff that will get people horny.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
People are definitely going to react to it.
Yeah.
Johnno, anything else you want to plug beyond Twisted Metal?
Nah, nothing.
There you go. And hey, that'll do it for this episode of Doughboys, the first episode of 2025. Until
Wow.
next time, for the Spoon Man, Mike Mitchell, I'm Nick Weiger. Happy eating.
See ya.
Hey, buddy, just something, some breaking news here we wanted to add on to the end of this. I saw a text from Casey that was sent earlier that we didn't get to in the meat of the episode, but it is very relevant, pertinent to long names.
Big names.
Big names. Casey says, big name, Dikembe Mutombo, Mopolando Mukamba, Jean-Jacques Wamutombo. The full name of Dikembe Mutombo,
Wow.
the NBA center, RIP.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a
That's
long one.
wild.
That is
Georgetown
a big
guy.
name.
Georgetown guy, that's right.
Rest in peace to Kembe too.
Rest
Yeah.
in peace. Great career.
Great career.
And I think one last thing I can say is, who wants to sex the Spoon Man?
So people may not understand that's a reference to
I don't.
A
I
thing
don't
that-
understand that reference.
a thing that Mutombo famously said one night when he went into
When he went
a bar.
into a bar in Georgetown.
He said, "Who wants to sex Mutombo?" So that's what Mitch was referencing.
That's amazing.
We're going to get a bunch of DMs that are, I want to sex Matumbo.
I said the Spoon Man, damn it.
Hey, buddy, want Doughboys merch? We're talking hats, shirts, sweatshirts, patches, glasses, all sorts of stuff. Aprons. It's all available at kinshipgoods.com/doughboys. That's kinshipgoods.com/doughboys. Sources for the intro are in the episode description.
That was a Headgum podcast.